get popping then, innit?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Last card of the year.
Yeah, for real.
Crazy.
Peak.
UFC 282.
Hold on. Let's do the intros.
You're
Let's do the
gonna
intros.
do the last pay-per-view intro.
Yeah, last pay-per-view intro. Welcome to Combat Kingz podcast.
Yeah.
Giving you that raw combat sport punditry.
Tell him Rimz.
The usual suspects around the table. The combat sports. Voices of the streets.
Nope.
So in the blue corner, we have the tallest man in every room, Lankz,
They don't believe it until they see it. Rimz, say AKA.
aka
Businessman making business moves. That's why I'm on my fucking phone, innit? It's not asking questions. I even put it on charge for you, like. Ain't lying.
also in the blue corner, we have Jack, the shooter, Greeny.
Come on.
Oh,
Back on the blue side
you
now.
had to come back over for reasons. You get me? For the real reasons.
Because Teal lost. Everyone let us down. England lost, so he's repping France.
For
Like,
real.
what's going on?
Also in the blue corner, we have the braggadocious, love chat,
Yeah.
Bragz.
You know,
Big Mouth himself.
You know, bouncy, and I got this energy today because this card was lit. You get me, fam? So
It
let's get
wasn't
into it.
that
No,
lit,
it was lit, bro. No,
Yeah,
no,
the-
what?
The top of the card was a decline, bro. Top of the card was a decline.
Sharp
Yeah,
decline.
Yeah, very.
You're 100% right,
Yeah.
but I'm talking about as a fan for actual combat across the whole. See, if you watch
A man that watches the whole card
Yeah.
appreciates what went on.
Including the prelims and that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
The
yeah,
prelims.
yeah,
We're
yeah.
real, we're real fight fans, bro.
Yeah.
So it should be. You know what I'm saying? The card was good. So
Hey.
yeah, let's do it.
And in the red corner, we have special guest today.
What?
Came down all the way from West.
You know that
In the snow.
In the snow.
I need some of this as well. What's going on? Where's all this? You know what I'm saying? I remember that.
Hey,
Come on.
we got Nero in the red seat
Come
with
on.
me.
No,
Nero.
boy, Nero.
It's good.
I ain't really got no. I ain't got no diggity or none of that. I'll get there. You get me? Some will come.
We love the energy, bro. That's what we need. We need the energy.
And finally, we got myself, Rimz, in the red corner. You
Come
know,
on.
You know,
controller, conductor,
and what?
undercover
Injured ninja.
I'm not even injured no more, bro.
Yeah,
I went hospital, bro. They told me 6 weeks,
What?
and I'm good. 6 to 8 weeks, I'm good.
So we have to be
So
on the sideline.
no, I'm cool. I'm cool.
Man, I thought he was a professional athlete. You know?
No, bro, I'm cool.
Yeah, take 6, 8 years.
No, I'm cool now.
Yeah.
I'm cool now, bro.
You're cool now.
Yeah, I'm good. I can train now still.
What happened to you?
He
Ah,
was walking around like basically Magomed. You know,
Oh, they want to do
yeah,
Stumbling.
stumbling around. Yeah.
I was grappling, yeah, and man had a little knee situation, so you get me. Yeah.
But
so-
look, why didn't you explain it properly? Why you say?
I ain't gonna explain no more than that.
Mark Diakese sat on it. The lightest man in the room, blood. The lightest man in the room.
What? That you stacked, bro. Stacked, bro. Don't get twisted. I don't know how you makes that way, but anyway.
But anyway, UFC 282. We had to get Nero to come down and break this one down because it's the last pay-per-view of the year, and it went out. Well, it started with no fair. Just it was a relentless start, and then we got to the 2 last fights, and there's a lot of
Controversy.
Controversy, good word.
personal, yeah. I was doing the planning.
I was gonna
thing,
say
yeah.
bullshit.
You like some sorcerer,
Yeah,
right?
sorcerer, yeah.
Sorcerer.
Yeah, it all got weird and like crazy and
Like Conan used to say.
So let's break this one down.
Alright.
We have young Blachowicz versus Magomed.
I don't even want to start in the
I
top.
can say Muhammad, you know, because them man was saying
No,
Muhammad.
no, no,
That's what I was like, hold on a minute.
So when I said it, don't man get
Wait, we ain't done it, bro. How was your introduction to MMA, fam? Like,
Oh,
come
yeah,
on, we can't forget.
That's a
come on,
good point. Sorry.
get Nero in, and he's not even explained how he's got into MMA.
Do you know what happened? Yeah, so I can't remember exactly how it went, but I know I was, you know, when it's late night, you're skipping channels. This was years ago, so I think it was like Channel 5 or something, or I was at my auntie's night cable or something, and I come across WEC, And I was watching something, and I just see man laying into each other, bow, and I was like, "Wow, like what's this?" You get me? Then I can't remember what happened after. I can't remember exactly what happened, but then I see an Aldo fight. And then from there, I was like, nah, this is nuts. And then I was continue like looking for it. You get me? Looking for it, trying to find it, this, that, boom, 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 boom. And then when obviously UFC became more, when they took over WEC, because they took all the lightweights and all them things there, this, that. And that's when I was like, okay, look, boom. You get me? It's more accessible now. Because it was difficult to find WEC all the time. You get me?
Yeah.
But then when UFC got them, that's when I was like, okay, cool, and I could watch it. And then since then, I've just been in, and then I've been looking at all like the older fights, like Pride and this, that, boom, 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 and then and then I've just been on it since then. So.
Did you ever watch WWE F, not E?
Yeah, F, yeah.
That's how it really started.
Yeah, also wrestling's different. Like I've been watching wrestling since
if you're
early.
a little wrestling fan,
Yeah, I've been watching wrestling since early.
That's the when you're a child.
That's
your
your
That's your
UFC.
The Hardy Boys and that.
Wrestling, but even earlier than that, bro, with like Jake the Snake and them.
Jake the
Snake. That's what it was from
that's
then.
the Snake.
Yeah, bro, this that.
From all shaking the ring, man.
Yeah, wrestling from early. That was serious. That was everyone's jump.
Yeah. All right, cool. That makes sense. So, and then you go into one more question. What fight made you be like, all right, this is my shit.
It was Aldo.
It was Aldo.
Yeah, it was Aldo. It was Aldo, and I think it was. I don't want to say it. No, do you know what fight it was? I'll tell you exactly what fight it was. It was the Cub Swanson. Aldo Cub Swanson. Okay. 5 seconds into the fight. Then no, he didn't do the leg. It was like the knee. I think it was the jumping knee. Yeah, the jumping knee. Blow. Had Cub curling on the floor. I was like, nah, this is just savage. But yeah, Aldo, WEC Aldo was ridiculous.
I hear you.
Nice,
man. Yeah,
That's a different one still.
Yeah.
Everyone's on the John Jones thing, so he came with something different.
That's too late. I'm not gonna lie, it's warm in this bitch, boy.
Well, cause you see outside is blitz, bro. We gotta keep some time.
Gotta keep it toasty.
Really caring about the crisis.
You get me? Yeah, hey. Anyway, on that note,
let's get into this.
282, Young Blachowicz versus Magomed, Mohammed, whatever you want to call him, Static Bed, whatever, from the foreign lands, Mama Head, Ankalaev. Nero, we're gonna start with the guest.
Okay.
What was your thoughts on this fight?
Do you know what, yeah? I actually agree with the judges, first of all. I think it was a very close fight. I reckon Ankalaev tipped the last two. He obviously won the last round. Arguably, it could have been a 10-8 if they really wanted to. It could have been, because there was a couple times I'm sure the ref thought about stopping it. So arguably it could have been a 10-8. And I think he won the fourth as well, if I can remember rightly. And I'm pretty sure Jan won the first two or the second and the third quite convincingly for me. And there was like one contentious round whereby it could have gone for anyone. Do you know what I'm saying? So a draw, in my opinion, was kind of just. If I had to tip it to anyone, I would have given it to Jan, to be honest. The way that he had man crumbling and tripping and rolling, like that's real pain. Like Ankalaev never really had Blachowicz hurt. Really, he didn't really have him hurt. I know that he was grimacing in like the fifth round. I think he had leant on him or twisted on something like that. But up until that, he was just controlling him, like, you know, them short little, them dead ones, just so they don't get taken off the position and that. Like, that's all I would see. So if I had to pick someone, it would have been Jan to win the fight, to be honest. But I think a draw is pretty much a decent result.
Rimz, well gone.
Jan done well early. Ankalaev obviously took it later. Like you said, the fifth round, arguably a 10-8. Jan wasn't really too active in that. But Jan, the damage he done to Ankalaev, boy, just maybe 2 more leg kicks. If he could have landed 2 more, he could have got him out of there. So in terms of damage, I can understand the Jan debate still. I can understand that still.
What with the shin to shin thing as well? Like, what's that about?
What do you mean?
Like the way he was kicking, like he was on like shin to shin in him. He was like,
Because he's big bone.
Yeah.
Apparently.
like I don't like that must have hurt him. Like
Yeah,
surely it was
would,
hurting him.
would.
Surely,
Yeah.
no,
That's
surely
why
it was
you
hurting
stop.
Jan.
It
It must have been.
Yeah, that hurts you know, as
Yeah.
well. When you do
Yeah,
that, bro.
like surely,
That
like I
hurts
don't.
you
But
as
he
well.
was just going for it. Like it's just like rah,
The
like
sacrifice is worth it still. Look at what he done to Ankalaev, bro.
yeah, his leg was
The first
mashed.
leg was chomped up.
Yeah.
Switch start. Second
Second
leg
leg.
finished as well. You understand? So
What do you think, Lankz? Well, go on. What was your perspective?
Can't lie. I agree with everyone at the moment. I think Jan won 2 and 3. Like, he won those rounds. Ankalaev won 4 and 5. But 5, I would have given a 10-8. So it is a draw.
Yeah,
one judge gave it a 10.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that judge that gave it 10-8 and round 4 to Ankalaev, I had him right still. So, when I look at it, though, and you go, Ankalaev is an idiot. Because he could have avoided all of this.
That's facts.
Could have avoided all of this. Because from when you can take man down
That
in
is
round
facts.
4 and 5,
That is fact. He's
why
actually
did you not just do this in round 1 and get, like, because he would have got him out of there by 5 if he kept doing that
Yeah.
from the jump. And you would have been, your movement wouldn't have been compromised. So you'd been able to take him down a little bit easier. Bro, just win the fight how you win fights. You're Russian, bro. We know what you man are on.
mix it up at least, but no. 'cause
Fuck,
he's a
I don't even
striker,
care about
man.
the mix-up with Russian.
No, but you got to remember, even if you look at someone like Saeed, he's a striker first. We was talking about this last
Yeah,
night.
yeah.
So some of them are striker firsts, and you have to go on what like Usman from Bellator. Zabit,
Zabit, another
Usman,
one, yeah.
they're strikers. They like to stand, and they're very good. They will go to the but at least show it, mix it. Go to. I'm gonna go to your hips, make them level change with their hands and stuff. So I feel like he should have done that a little bit more on IQ.
I reckon Ankalaev got desperate in the 4th and 5th
Yeah, he did.
and had to
He
take.
did.
You know what I mean?
He
He
did.
had to. Do you know what I'm
could've
saying?
carried
Like
on
there wasn't
He couldn't
like
even stand up.
this is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So
he
I
had
feel like if he would have went, I don't know if it would have been the same result if he would have tried to get the takedowns in the first 2. Maybe the 3rd, I don't know, because you're a bit tired, you get me?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Jan ain't weak, you get me? So if he's trying to take him down in the 1st and 2, because he stuffed a couple, I'm sure he did in the
He did,
1st
he
and 2.
did.
He stuffed
But
a couple.
he weren't relentless with it. Like,
Nah, he
he
wasn't.
went for one, didn't get it,
Yeah.
backed off of it and went back to striking.
But then
If he did that chain wrestling shit, then eventually you'll get Jan down.
his boss, his coach, I can't remember his name, but he was onto him. He was pissed.
Oh, yeah,
he was pissed.
pissed.
He was
Wake up,
pissed.
wake
Yeah,
up.
he was pissed at him.
What about you, Greenie? What was your thoughts?
Bro, the best thing that come out of this fight was, and I know we're gonna get into it, but Glover versus Hill, fam. Do you understand? That's the best thing that happened in this fight, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because now Hill gets a title shot.
That's what you
understand?
care about.
Yeah, bro. Fam, this fight, let's not lie. Even Dana was saying he fell asleep, man.
No, yeah.
He said
It was
after
boring.
Now, Dana
I
was
fell
disrespectful.
asleep.
Yeah,
I was
nah,
falling
yeah.
asleep.
He actually fell asleep. No one clocked
I
him.
never fall asleep,
No
bro.
one
I can wait. I can stay up, bro. But it was getting a bit tedious, bro. And you know what? I think it was off the Paddy thing. I forgot. So and then
Deflated.
yeah, a little bit of that because I just felt like a little bit. And then I watched this, and then I just felt like I thought it started well because the damage I could see, and then come round 3, it was a bit like.
What's going on there?
Yeah, I think it just kind of deflated for me. But go on, carry on. What you were saying? Like,
No, yeah, for me, bro, like, I mean, neither of them deserve to be champ after that performance, in my opinion. Like, yeah, I felt Jan took it, but I don't. Like you said, I don't disagree with draw either. So, yeah.
all right, no, I see. My thing on this fight, was like, I believe that Jan did kind of win the fight. I'd give if anybody did win the fight. My thing is, when you look at these fights, to give a title fight of this caliber, last fight of the year, I think it deflated everyone. I think Dana was angry. He was pissed as fuck. He walked straight out. He walked out like he lost the fight. You get me, bro? He walked out like, we'll get into it, like Danny Sabatini or Sabatini.
Sabatello, yeah.
He ran to the wrong door as well. He ran to the wrong door and said, "Now I'm spin it."
He was mad. Hey, stop saying something for him still. You get me? We'll get into that, but. Yeah, Dana walked out like that, so I knew it was a bit, and like what Dana said in his interviews, like, I kind of half fell asleep. So,
That's why he made that fight, though.
no, I
He
get
never
it.
does that.
That's what I'm saying, but he chat
He
shit
never
because he's
does
like, "Oh, I never make a fight." This, that,
But he
that.
was so
No,
pissed off.
he was
Like,
so
fuck
pissed.
Them guys, neither of you are getting.
Then he said tonight, Glover, Jamal Hill. He ain't even spoke to Jamal Hill.
I know.
He's
He
supposed to do it.
was happy. He was happy he didn't need to speak to him.
Yeah, you know it's one of those ones that you don't need to chat to.
You see Jamal Twitter wasn't even speaking, he just kept coughing. I just locked off the Twitter. You get me, blood? Bad man, really, boy. But
Glover's going.
back to this, yeah. Ankalaev, yeah. I'm a bit disappointed in him because I think me and you had the same type of expectations from Ankalaev, and I think that he let me down on a bit of output. And I think this is where let me just say this quickly. I think you know the problem. The world's moving fast in everything, bro. Like nothing's slow. Everything's got to be entertaining now. And if you're slow at it, it gets piss boring. This UFC of old that we remember and Pride and Glory, how you can take your time and do stuff, it's kind of fading away and going out the window. And even for Dana, that's been in this, when he always goes 23 years, you're starting to get tedious with certain things. Like we'll get into it with the Paddy thing when he's talking about pushing up against the cage. We'll get into that, but that's why he's saying he got bored with the Ankalaev thing because he expected more output. I think from both, especially from I think someone of Ankalaev. Why he put him in that kind of position.
What he's usually about.
Yeah. And I think to have a title fight and the card, and then remember what happened with Paddy. So he had seen the Paddy fight, and I think he was a bit like, he was already pissed. Yeah, he was already pissed. Yeah. And I think that he's just like looking at this and didn't expect. I think he expected what he expected out of Yan, but not out of
Ankalaev proved me right.
And
never trust a man that has lost to Paul Craig.
he was screaming this though, you know. That's actually mad, you know.
You can't trust him, man.
Rimz, can't even scream at him no more. Rimz, you're screaming at him
That
last
man
night.
was scary, fam. You lost to Paul Craig.
No, not even, bro.
You can't even scream at him, like, because it was a bit poor because his IQ only went to going to take him down once he was hurt.
It was bad, bro. It was bad.
That's bad IQ.
It didn't kick
you get hurt
until it was hurt.
Yeah, until you're hurt. You don't show your. I keep saying, even if you're not about that, show a man your levels that you're going to do it. So he has to respect that his hands have to go down. So if you're quick enough, you can come up and maybe hooks or straight jab. You can show him something different. You can't just sit there and say, "I'm gonna just go, bro. Just go do striking then. Go box or go do. Or go do kickboxing." You get me? Like, that's why I say I love to see like the Oliveras and the Joneses and people that just mix up the whole, do the leverage changes and show you different. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's mixed martial arts, but yeah, I just think.
What happens for both of these guys then? Because they're not in the title contention now.
Bruv, Dana just dashed them out.
Yeah.
But he said, fuck both of you,
What
blood.
ranking are they? What?
He was,
Ankalaev's like
Yan has to be high, surely.
Yan's like 2.
Yeah, Yan's 2. And
That's
Ankalaev
savage.
was like 5 or something.
That's savage, bro.
Dana just dismissed you both.
Both of them. He didn't even give one of them a chance. He didn't even say Yan.
Yan's
And-
3.
Look, they all won. They all won.
And you know what? I think Dana was upset with Yan because I think if anything, he probably thought Yan might have won the fight even more. And then Yan just gave it to Ankalaev like, Yan just on some pussy old thing as well. Oh no, just give it to him. What you doing, bro? No, run that back. I won that. I bust up his legs. Can't you see man limping around like Limpy, fam?
Nah,
you get me?
I think,
yeah, fam.
You know where
Cool man, Olympiacos.
Joe said, he
You know
thought
what I'm saying?
Ankalaev won. I think he felt a bit away in it, like because Joe said it in the cage, innit? I think
That's what
Ankalaev
Daniel was
won.
saying.
Yeah, Joe can't do that though.
Yeah, he should.
Can't come on a bias thing like.
Did he say that?
Yeah, he said that.
When he spoke to Ankalaev, he said that.
Is it? Okay,
Said,
I didn't hear that.
me and DC thought you won the fight.
Oh, snap. Can he-
Can't do
But that's
that.
because Yan was hanging around.
I
Normally
see
the
a man
losers
try to
go.
lift. I see a man try to lift his hand up.
Yeah.
What happened to man?
And Ankalaev went.
Yeah, he said nah,
you doing?
like this.
He just looked at him.
Man said he might not even work for the UFC anymore. That's how
Nah,
I'm saying.
that was a miscommunication. Yeah.
Yeah, you come correct.
Yeah.
He said all about Vince.
I don't
Retracted.
correct himself.
Retracted his statement.
He weren't translating.
He weren't trying to fuck up his
Well, these men are not gonna get it, as we know.
Run it back. No title.
No, who wants this? Well, you want him to run it back?
Number one contender spot, innit? Might as well. Who else is there really?
Slidey, you have to because like
Nah, you
Rakic
definitely
is
don't.
injured.
Yeah.
Yuri's injured. They're at the top. Jamal Hill's fighting Glover, so Slidey
Jamal
kind
was
of.
7. Who else was number 5?
Yeah,
Anthony Smith.
He was
yeah,
pissed.
Yeah, I didn't see his thing. What did he say?
Basically, he was saying that, well, I was supposed to be fighting Jamal Hill, and that was basically our number one contender shot to get back in. And I get that makes sense. But obviously, they just dashed him aside, which, if you're going to dash anyone aside out of them two, it has to be you, bro. You kind of had opportunities
I've
in
seen
the past.
Anthony
He got
Smith. I've
beaten
seen
up by
Anthony
who?
Smith hold licks too
He got
many times,
He
bro.
got beat up by a robber, blood.
Bro, I don't care.
How's UFC fighter getting beat up by robbers, blood? What? Man, come out the team. Dana saw that and said, "Fuck that." Like,
What,
this man can't be my light heavyweight.
Nah.
Man, like DC and Jones have held this shit.
Yes,
Like,
man, and Rashid Evans and them, man.
Yeah.
man, run up in your yard and you just have it. What? Come on, man.
Nah, Anthony Smith has had way too many chances. I've seen him get beat up way too many times.
I'll
Like,
get beat up.
you've had your time.
Yeah.
Like, you've had your time. Like, you're back at the back of the pile. You have to work your way back up. Give it to Hill.
Yeah, because he was on a run as well.
Yeah, give it to Hill.
He's
Yeah.
putting man to
Who did he
sleep
just
as
put
well.
to sleep last
he
match?
He puts man to sleep.
Who did he just put? He just fought.
Yeah.
Me and remembering.
I can't remember who we just put to sleep.
Right now.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, man, this fight, they're just gonna have to run it back. I think, like you said, there's not much at like heavyweight in general. So I
Was
think
it not my man Johnny Nelson?
Who?
Johnny Nelson, not Johnny
Johnny
Nelson.
Nelson, that's the black guy.
What's my man, the Brazilian guy?
Oh, Walker.
Walker.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when it was like,
Made it the man thing.
Oh,
The inflatable thing.
Was that his last fight though? That
might not
that
be
wasn't
his
his
last
last
fight.
fight. That wasn't his last fight. He
might not be
beat
his
someone.
last
He
fight.
beat someone
But
top.
after that, yeah. I
Yeah,
think
he
you're
beat
right.
someone. He beat
you're
someone
right.
proper. I don't
That's
rate.
a
I don't rate
Johnny
Johnny.
Walker.
Bro.
After what he got classed. No, yeah,
No,
so
but
much
Johnny Walker
potential.
had some potential still.
There's
When
too
you
many.
first see him-
Early doors.
No, be honest. When you first ever see him before he had the loss,
Before he done the shoulder.
yeah, and he looked flex, and he
But
looked
do you
like,
know what it is?
Oh.
Yeah?
Before he done the shoulder.
Do you know what it
My
is?
man
Yeah,
looked-
I make a pact to myself, yeah, and I've done this, and I've made a pact to myself because I've been caught on too many hype trains. I've been caught on too many. Do you know which one deaded me? The Hernandez against Cerrone. I generally thought, I was like, this is the guy. Like, I seen this guy, he's moving mad. You get me? And I just see man get lit up, and then I see man get lit up again today.
Yeah, a recent. Yeah.
So I went with Walker. I was waiting, and then I
He didn't
see
even
man.
do too bad in that fight until his gas tank just gives him away.
Yeah, but he's
gas
against
has got
Quantum, brother. You know that though.
Billy's
You know that
Savage.
though. Like,
Savage,
like
bro.
Billy
Yeah,
can
yeah.
take licks and go, bro.
you don't fight them. Who was it?
Thiago Santos.
Thiago Santos.
Exactly. You get me. You don't.
Santos is not bad as well.
Bro, you don't duff up Thiago Santos and not
once
get talked
Thiago
about. You
Santos
get me?
done his ACLs, bro. He was
he
done
blew
both,
up,
bro.
Yeah, but since the
John
John
Jones
Jones,
done
yeah.
both.
Yeah, it's true.
In the same fight.
And arguably, he arguably fucking won
That
that
is
fight,
hell,
bruv.
fam.
To be
Yeah,
honest,
he
bruv.
won
That
that fight.
Santos, bruv. He
won that
arguably won
fight.
that fight, bruv. With no
You're
knees.
not having that. You're not having that. He won that fight, bro. John Jones is like, what's his record? How many fights has he won? 20.
John Jones just goes to
Wait.
man, bro.
Yeah, that,
John Jones,
I think. Do you know John
He's been
Jones?
bagging
Yeah,
up man too much from young.
he's a guy
From
that
young,
needs a
he plays
challenge.
everyone.
Like, he's the when
John
he,
Jones.
Every time he comes
Hey,
back, he
hey,
goes
how about
back.
this? How about
Every
this?
time there's a
Yeah,
debate, he
yeah,
comes
yeah.
back.
How
Come
about
back.
this? Watch. John Jones, 26-1. To me, he's 23-4. How about that?
and
He
four.
lost.
We're not debating this right now.
He lost to
This is gonna be
Gustafsson.
a
He lost to
debate, man.
Thiago Santos,
We gotta do
and he
this
lost
one.
to Reyes.
I have no
Tell
He
me
never
I'm
lost to
lying.
Reyes.
What?
He never lost to Reyes.
Come on and don't get smoked.
It
We have to
never-
do this
it
one
never
day.
lost to-
I have no time. I've
What?
got to cover UFC. I've got to be professional right by
Wait.
now. Yeah,
Gustafsson.
no, getting in.
He didn't lose to
Gustafsson.
Reyes. You think he
No,
lost
the
to
Reyes
Reyes?
one was.
Gustafsson.
Fucking.
The Reyes one was
Nah,
sexy.
nah,
Did he
nah,
lose to
nah.
Reyes?
The
That
Reyes
was
one was
close.
sexy, bro.
Did he lose to Reyes?
Move this script. Bunyan, Blachowicz,
No, that was close. That was the
One.
Reyes fight was close.
One, I'd pick the Reyes.
Wow.
Hey, can you
See,
No,
look,
Santos.
wait,
No,
wait,
Santos.
Can I just speak? Can I just speak? Let me speak.
It goes Santos. It goes for me. It goes Santos, Gustafsson, and then Reyes. That's the level of it.
Hey, Nero, let me
I'd
speak.
say he lost the Santos for
This is what I'm saying, though. All right, this is what I'm saying. You're
might as well
saying,
get me drunk.
wait. You think the worst fight out of all of them was the Reyes one, correct? Do you think that one he looked like he lost the most?
Reyes is the
From what I
worst
can
as
remember.
well.
Wait.
He's the worst.
Wait. Let me
Look what
speak.
happened to Reyes after that.
You're saying that the Santos
hasn't
one.
won.
The
was
Santos was the.
Which one are you saying? Out of those, looked like he lost the most.
For me,
And I'm saying Gustafsson. So why could he have not lost all four of those fights?
because he's
We're
John
gonna
Jones,
move
man.
on right about now. We have no time for this. We're talking about
They know
Your head's gone. Your head's gone. Your head's gone. Your head's
Gone.
gone.
That's a topic for.
Yeah,
Don't Get
that
Smoked.
atcha.
Have you watched the Don't Get Smoked?
Yeah,
show?
yeah.
That's you're coming back.
I
one
see.
day,
I will-
and we can debate something like that. And watch me smoke the whole room. You
Nah,
get me?
I won't.
I'll
I'm
bring
not.
a spliff in there and blow it everywhere.
I'm not having Reyes. I'm not having it. I'm not having it. Man literally took his soul. Like he took Jones took his soul. Like he took his soul.
No, it's
No, he took his soul. No, he took his soul. You can't lose to a man and take his soul. Like you can't do that.
What took his soul is the fact that when the decision went out,
No,
he didn't win.
no,
That's
no.
what took his soul.
Jones took his soul. He was in there with Jones. He was in there with Mr. Matrix, bruv, and he was like, "Rah, this is nuts." And then that was it. He couldn't fight no more. He's getting knocked out by jabs.
And on that note, we're gonna give over to the real hype train and the real person that they wanted to do well on this card, and it is
Paddy the baddie.
Pimblett. Yeah, should we really sing his name like that right about now? After
So
the
this is what
performance we
these
saw.
men are doing.
But he
He won the fight.
Fight against
He
the
won the fight.
the.
You don't want the John Jones smoke? Let me bring this smoke.
Can
Let me finish this smoke.
Jesus Christ, he won't let me finish the intro. Let me finish the intro. Against a person that was struggling with all types of
The crackhead.
life.
Let's call it as it is. The crackhead.
Jared Gordon on that note, and on this breakdown,
I said the Kraken.
I know it is
I said he's been through so much in his life. And
I'm
this,
trying
that,
to be
and
nice here, you get me, bro, and give a professional intro.
No,
This
allow
guy
it.
just, man said, no, allow it. He's not trying to hear it. So on that note,
Anyway,
I think many people believe, especially a lot of people that have watched commentators and not just commentators and high-end professional athletes and high-end analytic people that break down this sport at high end, believe that Paddy had lost his fight. And I believe that's true. In some cases, people say the striking was close in round 1 and round 2. And you could say that to a degree. But I thought Paddy was getting lit up by that left foot all night. He couldn't put his head off of line. He was struggling. Yeah, he was flicking out and giving shots, but I believe he was taking the most damage. His face didn't show it, maybe as in Jared Gordon, but sometimes, guys, as we learned from people like Nate Diaz, you come with a lot of scar tissue. He's 34. He's a younger fighter. He ain't gonna have
Jared
so
Gordon
much.
don't come with scar tissue, bro. Like that's
No, but you're
nonsense.
older.
Like that's rubbish. Like
No,
with
I've seen the
Nate,
back of it, yeah,
yeah,
he's
but
a
you don't see him regularly getting like you don't see his face looking like that, bruv. You don't see his face regularly. With Nate, bruv, Nate
Yeah,
goes
but-
out there and people stare at him
man.
and his face gets bust. Like, but Jared Gordon, you can't say you don't know that he's got the scar tissue. You
No,
know
cool.
Nate's got the scar tissue thing.
No. But I'm just saying, he's an older fighter. He's 34. When your face is, I'm just saying, with Paddy, that's just like, bro. As you get older, just generally, and he was a crackhead, fam. Your face is deteriorating and shit. You do know that, right? If you trust me, bro, trust me. Heroin and that makes your face go a bit funny and saggy, and they don't stay where it's supposed to stay.
Yeah, you know them
so
men that's
it's
smart.
true, yeah, bro. So I'm just telling you, bro. I get what you're saying, but trust me, he's not young and like that. So I just felt that the better output of striking came from Gordon. The significant damage, even though damage looked like it might have been put on Gordon, actually come from Jared Gordon. Even in rounds 1 and 2, to be honest with you, I was impressed with. I think Paddy, he did strike well, but he swings a lot of his punches. Everything was hooked.
Everything's wide, bro.
Everything's wide. It weren't clean. Jared was just touching him, bow, bow, and I just don't think it was. He didn't even go for the wrestling, maybe because they rolled and they were talking about rolling against each other. They probably maybe know that that's not probably because Jared didn't go to do that to him either. So maybe it was just a standoff in that area. But
I thought Jared won those exchanges though when they were on the floor.
Yeah. Other than when Paddy took his back.
Yeah, it was like 50-50, but I would have given it to Jared. Jared won the fight, man. I don't even know why we're debating.
Paddy won the fight.
bro.
How?
He didn't
Well,
win.
he
How do you win the fight?
the win thing next to his
Alright,
name.
go on
That's what he said
Trapology
as well.
right now.
I
Go on
don't-
Trapology right now.
I don't.
you always do that. You done it with Sean.
Who won the fight? Who won the
You
fight
always
then?
do that.
Wait.
Who won the fight then?
Sean
That's
never
what they're
won
saying.
that
That's
fight.
Thank you.
Oh,
Sean
you're
never
not
won
Sean won that
smoking.
fight.
Sean never
Sean
won
that
that
fight.
fight. Sean never won that fight.
How
He
can you
never
have
won
a
that fight.
like? That's weird. Like,
never won
how
that
can we
fight.
agree on some things and then disagree on others? Like,
He
that's
never
weird,
won that
man.
fight, bro.
You're a funny guy. You're a
Look,
funny guy.
you see the thing with Paddy, yeah. I think, like, in my opinion, like, he's mouthy, he's this, that. He's trying to do the whole Connor thing. Everyone on a level tries to do this Connor thing. You get me? So when you see something close like that and you see man get lit up like that, I think it garners a lot of people to be like, he's getting his comeuppance and this, that. Do you know what I'm saying? Personally, I think Paddy, he didn't. it was a close fight for me. It was a close fight. Like if that would have been a Jared Gordon win, I wouldn't have said nothing. I wouldn't have been like, oh, this, that. But like, to say it's a robbery, I've seen some robberies in my time. That is not a robbery. That at most is a bad decision. That's at most. I can understand why people would say Gordon won it, because the exchanges, the rolling exchanges, I think he got the better at. But in terms of the stand-up, sure, Gordon was the power was coming from Gordon
And the cleaner work.
Work, but the volume was coming from Paddy, and the damage, which is what they score on, was coming from Paddy. When it comes to you, he looked like he got beaten up.
Facts,
you
not
understand
fiction.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
he looked like he got beaten up.
Fiction, Bragz.
You can't say that again. But when Nate Diaz,
But where are you getting this
breathe on
scar
Nate
tissue
Diaz.
thing? I don't understand. Like where, like what, like.
No, but you're saying it like damage, bro. You breathe on Nate Diaz.
Yeah,
and-
that's
and-
Nate.
and
Nate.
No, but it happens on
First of all,
our
can we
fighters.
not
Breathe
put
on
Nate
bare
Diaz?
man,
Can we not say Nate Diaz and Jared Gordon in the same sentence? That's
But-
the first thing.
But some
Bro,
people,
what I'm saying.
some people bruise easier than
Thank you.
others.
Yeah, they
Some
do.
people- So you can't
They
just
do.
judge it on how
Thank
you
you.
look.
But when was
you
the
gotta
last
judge it
time?
on how man's
Yeah,
head's
but when was the
whipping
last
back.
time?
The
Thank
man's
you.
head was
But when was the
whipping
last
back,
time
bro.
you seen Jared Gordon looking like that?
He could have had a
Like,
concussion. He could have had whiplash off of that.
He didn't. Jared Gordon probably had whiplash.
No way, bro. From what?
From
what?
the multiple tunes of
Alright.
getting licks, bruv.
Not like that, bro. He didn't get hit hard. He was hitting Paddy harder than he was getting.
Yeah,
hit.
he was getting hit, but he didn't hit Paddy as many times as he did. Like, he didn't hit Paddy as many times as Paddy was.
Can you bring up the significant?
Yeah, pick him up.
What rounds did you give
Can you
Paddy?
do it? Can you bring up?
What rounds? One and
No,
two?
but what I'm saying is, yeah.
I think it was close more for
What?
Paddy.
No.
Total strike.
Read what? 70%? What? Read it.
Because
What?
the early
Early,
strike
yeah.
things come out, then they redo it.
Yeah.
And they
watch
change
it properly.
So what's it?
That's
Total
what I'm saying.
strikes. What?
Jared folded him, bro. You're not listening.
What's it say?
And
I
he-
can't even
It's
see.
100 to 97. So it was close. It was close.
197. Okay, cool. So yeah, so that's calm. But like what I'm saying is, yeah, it was a close fight. I never said
it was a close fight.
It was close. So this is what I'm saying. It wasn't a robbery. And like I said, if they would have said it for Gordon, yeah, look. So what's this head 30? What's the top
It's
one?
equal, 52% each.
What's the body?
more?
Literally, it's an equal
It's
fight.
it's pretty equal.
Yeah.
It's pretty
So
equal.
like I'm not like it's.
But
How
then
can
you know
we-
what separates it
So
then?
then,
In the
so
third
then
round.
you got to look at the third.
The control time.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
control time then.
Even though everyone hated it,
Yeah,
Dana
but
was
if-
screaming
yeah,
that.
but remember-
Dana said he threw away the fight. Jared Gordon in the third round. But how the fuck? did he
Remember,
give the third round to
they
Paddy?
changed the
Paddy
rules
didn't do
though.
nothing
They changed the
either.
rules. They changed the rules. So just because of the control time don't mean nothing.
Bro, they-
like,
Yeah,
it doesn't
but
mean
I
anything.
know. You look at damage first, but then if damage can't be
be done.
judged on, then you go to the next one.
But they're looking at but think about it, yeah. Look at the judges, yeah. We have the benefit, yeah, of having all the cameras
Yeah,
and
yeah,
this
I'll
that
give you that.
and looking
That's
it
one
from
thing
this
I'll
that.
give
So when you're as a judge, yeah,
Yeah.
and you're seeing Paddy do this, and then you see man's face, you get me, like it's like right, like that was damage.
That's-
You get
that's
me.
one thing I will
Like,
say.
What can you
Watching
say?
live and watching case side.
We can see it. You get what I'm saying? We can see
Completely
Wagwan. You
different.
get me? Even like if you imagine that as a judge, bruv, you see someone closing up, bruv, bap, 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 bap. To them that looks like proper,
they've
but to
held
us we
punches.
can see like right, he didn't hit him once. You understand?
yeah.
So like,
But then it comes to them volume. So then it comes to output and trying. So, but this is my problem. This is where I was going to get into this a bit later when Dana said something, and we'll get into this probably in the news, but I'll just say a little bit about it now. They need to, I think, make this the scoring more clearer for viewers and for everybody. They do. I'm sorry, but it's getting confusing now. And I don't know what they're trying to say. They're trying to do with control rate, but there's no. They just go striking, control. This, but how are you judging
yeah, but
that, bro?
control's dead though. Like
No,
because did you see like
no,
look at the Sabatello fight. Look at the Sabatello fight,
it's
bro. I don't know how long he was on top of Stotts, bruv. Yeah, but he was doing literally nothing.
And you're 100% right. I'm not saying you're wrong. It's not that. But we need to judge it better. Because what you're trying to say, like, let me give you that. So a man gives 2 leg strikes in the fight, 2 leg kicks, then gets taken down for 4 minutes, and the guy doesn't do nothing. How do we judge that?
The leg kicks.
What? 2 leg kicks, but he got control for 4 minutes?
Yeah, but you're not
I don't
doing
know about
anything.
that.
You
I
know,
don't
this
know
isn't
about that.
jiu-jitsu. It's not
I don't
jiu-jitsu.
know about that though, fam. This is what I'm trying to say. Wait, but hold on. Me and you are going to disagree that's what I'm trying to say. So as judges, if me and you were judges, the same problem's going to happen.
Yeah, but that's why we got 3
But that's-
judges.
Same criteria though.
Yeah, but what is the criteria? That's my point. Because that's what I'm saying. 2 leg kicks and then I control you for 4 minutes. How do you judge that? Because I would go with that's 2 leg kicks, but I've been able to still control you for 4.5 minutes. I'll go with the control time for 4.5 minutes. That wasn't enough
What, with
output.
no damage? With no damage?
Yeah, but that was still not enough output. 2 leg kicks still wasn't enough output. I don't think.
I think
See,
they need
that's
to
how
go.
we look at it. It's hard.
I think they need to go with the one rule set, bro, where they're looking at the whole fight as a whole, bro. Because it makes it a lot easier to judge than having the round by round thing sometimes, and
Yeah,
then
but
they judge it on a.
That's
your
tricky
thing.
because you could have someone getting lit up for one round and then the next man win the next 2 and you're like,
It don't matter.
no, because like that don't work.
No,
You get me?
one does have.
I don't.
You might as well just not have breaks. You might as well just not have.
But do you ever agree with a one decision?
Yeah.
Do you ever disagree, sorry, with a one decision?
Yeah, as well. Yeah, 100%.
Like on the
I've
same
looked at-
level?
Yeah, big time.
On the same level as you do with the
Big
UFC?
time. I watch a lot of one, so I can say that they do make mistakes as well. But I feel like they make the same mistakes at the same level as the UFC.
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't feel like I don't feel like it's worse or better. I feel like I've watched fights and I'm like, what? And then I've watched fights where I'm like, alright, they got that right. But we just need it to be more clearer, I think, to the fans as well. I don't know what the judges go for, what they really know, but for the fans, because we're gonna sit at home, and this is what causes big debates. Because I'm gonna say 4.5 control time. What? No, but Jack, I hold you down for 4.5 minutes, and all you done is gave me 2 leg kicks. No way, bro. No way can you win that fight. Maybe if you broke my nose and then I hold you down. See, so what's the criteria of all this? Is it blood? Because we don't even know. There's no criteria if you make a man bleed or you bust a man open or whatever. That makes the criteria of you having significant damage make you win the round more. It's hard. It's just a.
But at the end of the day, the judges are humans as well. You get me? So it's human error. You get what I'm saying?
Which is
Especially
correct.
Dana White's looking at you, fam. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
that's the thing though. When you're getting paid and this is Golden Boy walking through, don't you edge it towards goal? If it's a close fight now, why are you gonna go with Jared Gordon? If it's an actual close fight,
That's wrong.
thank you.
Yeah.
Because then this should have been a draw. Just like Jan Blachowicz and
I
Flingy.
should have been a draw, man. Jared Gordon should
No, for real. No, that's my point. But I'm just saying, look, worst comes to worst, they've gone to the other end. It should have been a draw then, at least. At least they've gone straight to Paddy.
I think it could have been any. I think it could have been Paddy. It could have been a draw. It could have been Jared Gordon. That's how close I think the fight was.
So, but you can't say that because if I was putting you in a judging position, how do you judge the fight?
Listen,
What's my point?
A, B, and C.
Yeah, I'm saying that's
all
but
of
that's what I'm
them.
trying to say. That's
They
what
can't-
it's the same
no.
as it's the same
No.
for me as Ankalaev. Like they could have done
so who won
anything.
this
They could
fight?
have given it to Jan. They could have given it to Ankalaev. They could have been a draw. I wouldn't have even. I wouldn't say it was a
but
robbery.
As a judge, then who won this fight? Who won this fight?
As a judge,
No, yeah. If you're judging,
as
who
a
guys
judge, I
won?
would have said Paddy won it.
That's because he wants that second paycheck. Bro.
As a judge, I would have said
Rimz,
Paddy won
Who
it.
won this fight?
Bro, don't ask me dumb questions, bro. You know who won the
I know.
fight.
How much rounds did Gerald win? In your eyes? Let me just see.
I thought he won 3, but
You
if
can
you're gonna
slide
say you're gonna say
2-1.
2-1, cool.
Cool. But there's no way it's the other way around.
No, not
Thank
for
you.
me. But,
Go on.
yeah.
Go on, big head.
Oh, Paddy the Paddy.
This is why sometimes it's just-
Wait.
Bro, he won 2 rounds. And I'm debating 3. I'm debating Paddy 3.
Brother, you're so lost.
You're gone,
You're
bro.
lost.
Bro,
You're tapped, bro. You're tapped.
1 and 2,
That's
1 and
why
2.
people talk about you, bro.
Talk about me. Talk about me.
This is why
Talk
you got
about me.
injuries
They won't say anything to my
You
face.
get me? 'Cause they're worried about you.
They won't say anything to my face. So, it's okay. Paddy won 1 and 2. The third, I'm slightly in agreement with Dana. Like, don't do grab, and do nothing with it.
That's the argument
Don't
about the
do
control.
grab,
That's the
grab,
argument
grab.
about the.
Can I ask you a
I'm
question?
saying
then?
it's debatable for 3.
Can I ask you one quick question then? One quick question. If a guy gets grabbed from the start of the bell, he doesn't do nothing. He just rolls around guard or whatever, rolls around, but he doesn't really do nothing, no damage. But the other guy can't do nothing. But the referee allows it for the whole round. Who wins that round?
The person that had him, the person that was doing the grappling.
Doing the crack on top.
Yeah, because there's no damage. Because there's no damage to go by.
on either side. On
Yeah,
either
but you,
side.
yeah, but
But where's the point?
Yeah, because
whereby-
there's no damage.
yeah, there's
but
no
where's-
literally no
Alright,
damage.
but where's the point where the damage overcomes the?
One piece of damage. comes.
Yeah, damage is always on
Thank
top.
you,
Damage
Grady.
is, yeah, but they literally tell you the rules. It says
tell you.
damage.
Yeah,
It says
but
damage is top.
One damage then. But that's on the
It's
rules.
damage.
One.
It's damage. That's done.
Hey, if you're
Jigglypuff, come here. That's
I was
that.
about to.
Take a
Bro,
man.
wait, I was about to use that.
You're done.
Imagine you play Pokemon, yeah,
No, don't do this.
and And man's using splash on you. The only move is magic up splash, bro. Your HP ain't going down, bro. But I use bite. I use bite.
Flashes out in frustration.
I use tackle. Remember tackle? Everyone's first move, bro. I use tackle. I take 1 HP, bro. I win. If my Game Boy cuts out, I beat the gym leader, bro. I beat the gym leader.
It's facts. It's facts.
Come on, man.
Gyarados and them, man.
So, go on. Break it.
Oh, no, Jared Gordon. No, I was gonna say Dana got into Herb as well. You see that?
Yeah, he needs to stop doing that.
You need to do a better job as
He needs to stop doing stuff like that.
Herb was giving him warnings.
He always getting onto Herb though, man.
Yeah,
He's
what's
always
that
getting
about,
onto
man?
Herb, man.
But like, I don't know, man. Like, I felt like Herb was giving him warnings.
Jared Gordon.
Yeah, he was giving him warnings. Remember?
Hold on. Again, going back to my point earlier. Dana is a little switch up king, like you said. He does do that, and I know it's the pressure that he's got because of running an organization. Everyone's in your ear, and the UFC has blown over the last couple of years. I get it. So he's got a lot in his plate and on his mind. He's doing a lot, but bro, you need to kind of be consistent on some of the things you say when you come out here. Because you like to act like you're a little wild and like you can say what you want. I'm Dana, like you don't keep to no script in it. You're just Dana. You do what you want. Fair enough. But that's what we're gonna go off and rate you for. So you need to be a bit more consistent, bro. The UFC is about people being able to get to their positions and take their time. It's always been about that. If you want it to be like one, then say it because that's what one do. One actually say that. Like even in the Muay Thai in one championship. Joe Rogan was saying on his podcast that he would like to see more clinching time in the Muay Thai because they break up like too soon, so you don't get to see the clinch work from it. So, but that's because the organization runs off entertainment, so they just want to see. Fair enough, if that's what you're gonna do, then fair enough, run it by that. But then say it. You can't have it both ways. Because when somebody comes along like Habib and he takes his time and gets man down, so get me, but steps over, he's still smashing, man.
But
I get
that's
it.
what I'm saying. That's the difference. That's the difference. That's the difference. Like there's he's doing stuff. Like Khabib will hold you down, and while he's holding you down for those 10 seconds, you've ate 4 elbows. And then he's rolled you around, and you're holding at the back, like you know, like with Khabib, like you're in danger, like you're in danger, like it's not like man's holding you down and you're just like there, you're like you're in danger, bruv. Like there's something going on, like you need to be like you don't know where it's coming from, like you get like it's when they say listen to the phone and that, like it's all mad, like but with certain man, like it's just like we're holding you, like look at Sabatello, I use him as a game, but oh my god,
we're
bro,
gonna get into the
boring, but like
So we've got 2 men in this room saying that Paddy basically won the fight, and me,
But you
Rimz,
knew
Greeny.
this outcome. You knew the outcome was always going to be you
we were
three
saying it.
saying it. So
Why can you? That's the outcome. You should be sensible enough to have the outcome that you see when
so
you
I'm
watch
not
it.
sensible now.
I don't know about that,
I'm
bro.
not sensible
I don't
now.
know, bro. I don't know, bro, because you two are on agreements. You should have come in there, blood. I don't know what's going on, bro. What's going?
I
you
don't
really
lie.
thought Paddy won that fight, bro?
But listen.
After the performances that you've seen from him before as well,
Can I
from the
speak?
mop-ups.
You really don't let
levels,
someone speak.
bro.
That's
That's
his
what
speak.
it's showing me.
That's what I'm saying. There's levels.
Can I speak?
I was saying, look, as I said, yeah, any of the results would have been fine. It was a close fight. That's what I'm saying. It was close. If I had to pick someone, like if I was forced to have a gun to my head, I would have picked Paddy. That's what I'm saying. But if they would have said Jared Gordon won, unanimous, I wouldn't have said nothing. I would have been like, yeah, cool. If they would have said it was a draw, I would have said, yeah, cool. Like, it was close. I don't know how we're hearing people are saying it's a robbery. Like, that was not a robbery. Like, it wasn't a robbery.
That was a bad decision on worst
But that's
case.
why I said, at most,
And
it can be a bad decision.
Paddy had the cheek to call us all crackheads that thought that was wrong.
Yeah.
He didn't call me a crackhead. He didn't call me a crackhead. He didn't call me a crackhead. He never said nothing of the sort about me.
About me.
Did he say crackhead?
Bruv, he said, you're all crackheads that thought I lost the
He
fight.
said, kiss my ass or something. He
Everyone.
said,
No,
you
he said,
can
you're all crackheads as
Considering you
well.
fought Jared
Yeah.
Gordon, that is a wild statement.
That's what I'm saying. That is wild. After you thought,
Wild statement.
yeah. All right, cool. Rude boy. You're a crackhead because you did not fucking win that fight properly, rude boy. And you
Wait,
get-
on Trapology,
Brother,
what does it say?
You know what? No, brother, you're a crackhead because brother, you have the cheek to do that. And
On
you know
Wikipedia,
even
what does
in
it
his
say?
heart, man had that kind of, you know what? I always know, man had the kind of coke, man's drinking it. Man, they're asking him questions. Man's all burping and
Yeah.
and man just. I know, you're doing that because you're trying to do. You lost that fight. And
Distractions.
Your distractions. No, real
Paddy
talk.
sits in every
You know
interview
how confident
eating
Paddy is.
eating
When Paddy's like,
kebab,
you're doing
and you
that.
wanna
You're
bring
doing
up
that.
that.
You know in your heart.
Allow
When
it.
they're asking him, your eyes all flickering around.
No, don't eat pizza, kebab, and all sorts
Don't
of
call me the
interviews. Allow
crackhead.
it.
You got beaten by the crackhead. How about that? You got beaten by the crackhead.
Well, technically, he didn't. That's
Exactly.
Whatever. And on that note,
One thing
done,
before
well
we move
done.
on.
You understand.
One thing I know for sure. Ilia Topuria will fuck him up.
thank you.
Yes,
you're
we
calling-
would.
After calling man a
Yes, we
four.
would.
Levels to this. You'll get folded, bro.
Ilia
And he had,
Topuria.
hold on, before you move on, he had the cheek to say, I would have had a better chance in there than Oliveira. Against Islam.
Against who?
Islam.
Paddy said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said that.
He didn't say that.
What?
He didn't say that. He
What?
didn't say that.
What?
He did say that.
That was level
He
2.
did say that, bro. He said
He
that.
couldn't have. He couldn't
He
have.
said
That
that.
was-
Not him. Not that guy on the screen on the left. Not him. No, he couldn't have.
Not
Not that guy. Not that guy. That guy never said that.
so
Nah, he
much.
never
That
said
guy's
that.
a crackhead. That guy's a crackhead. The one that said that. The one that said that. He's a crackhead.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Oliveira will smoke you, bro. Oliveira will spliff you up. Big Bob Marley thing.
But
You
Yeah,
mad?
never.
But there's this thing in the back of my head. I'm even showing the camera like deep. That's saying, what if he taps Oliveira?
Shut up, man. Let's move on. Let's move
Who,
on,
Paddy?
bro.
Bro, let's go. Alright. Santiago,
I'm trying to get
Ponzinibbio versus Alex Morono. Morono. The Argentinian versus the guy from the United States who got called up on the last minute. Shouts out to Alex, man, because he put on a performance for getting called up on the last minute. He done a very good job for the first 2 rounds. So that he come in very well, coming very sharp. Maybe he didn't have the gas tank because of the short notice that you're saying, but he done very well. Shouts out to Ponzinibbio's corner. They done a Leon Edwards, man. There's been a couple of that this year. There was another one you can't remember. There was a fight that you talked about, and the corner done it again. And they shouts. I can't remember. It was kind of recent as well. They called out. It was like, you gotta win this fight, and he come out and he smoked, man, bro. This happened a couple of times this year, but the Leon one's the standout.
Yeah.
But again, Ponzinibbio said, if you don't go out and knock him out, you've lost.
You got smoked for 2.5 rounds.
Yeah.
But even in the first, bro, he got hurt.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He got smoked for 2.5 rounds,
he
bro.
got
Smoked for
wobbled,
2.5
bro.
rounds.
I thought he
But
was
that's.
gonna get
But you know what, bro? Do you know what the thing is, bro? Yeah, you know sometimes, bro. Yeah, like if you got a strong chin, bro, like. The world's your oyster, boy. Like you can hold lick, like, and you know that's demoralizing. You know, like as someone you're licking someone, bam, and they're not going down. You get what I'm saying? And then when you got the equalizer with the power as well, bruv, is what it is, bruv. Morono done everything right apart from that one thing, and then he just
couldn't put him away when he had a chance. He had him wobbling, but his equilibrium went off. He wobbled, and Alex just couldn't get there. But, bruv, I was saying to Rimz last night, innit, Rimz, that Ponzinibbio, he had power in them hands, innit?
Yeah. Ponzinibbio's always had power, man. He's always had power. He had a little skid when he got injured and he came back. But he's making way. Well, he's trying to come back now, so we'll see how it goes. But I don't know, man. If he'll get back to the level that he was at before he got injured, it's a bit mad. Like,
It's a bit late in the day, innit?
yeah, for him still. He's at what, 36?
36.
Yeah, so
Still got the power. That's the last thing that goes, isn't it?
who's that? Ponzinibbio,
Ponzinibbio,
36.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's a bit of a sticky one still. He ain't, you know.
Is he? He's not ranked, is he? Is he ranked?
Nah.
Yeah, I mean, what we
He
did.
was, though.
Yeah, but that was before he got injured, didn't it?
Yeah.
He's lost
Yeah.
the last 2 before this. Like, it's
Yeah.
not,
So what we doing here? Like maybe there's.
You can just chuck him to like a 15 or something like that, you know?
Yeah. See what happens.
Yeah.
Alright, move on.
We have to talk about this one.
Darren Till versus Dricus Plessis. Yeah, we kind of have to still.
Mister, I
Cut
didn't
him!
want to be in the ring.
Cut him.
You can't cut him because he's got the. How many fights has he got left now?
1 million.
I don't know if I have a
He's
clue.
still around.
How many fights?
Dana
They can
loves
cut him
him.
anytime they want, bro.
I say
Well, they
that.
could. Well, they could cut him. But I'm saying like.
This man's on big money, you
Dana
know.
loves him, bro. Dana
Get him
loves
out of the organisation,
No,
blood.
Dana loves him.
But
You
he
should
brings
interview.
eyes. He brings
I know,
eyes.
I know.
Does he? Does he?
Yeah, he
does.
does.
Does he?
Yeah,
Who?
does.
Who's watching Darren Till?
To an extent.
People love the
Like-
and they love the Shemaiah thing. They love the little.
Yeah, but
They just
Shemaev's
got-
here. We don't need Darren.
Yeah, that's what like. I've never seen a man faint so much ever.
Thank you. I said
I've
that's nice.
never seen someone faint
What did I say?
so much. Like
did I
you
say?
faint.
What did
Okay,
I say?
like the opening's there,
And then
but
you
you're
know what he does?
fainting.
And then the way he
You're
does,
fainting.
gives you one lick and then does nothing.
And then jumps back two
Jumps
spaces.
back, does nothing, bro. There's no
But you know
1,
what,
2,
yeah?
3.
I-
No 1, 2, 3, 4. No 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Man has 1.
1-1.
1. You went too far. 1 and then pause. Everyone give a moment of silence.
Faint.
Man's playing
Faint,
old
Faint.
school.
Then 1. Yeah, bro, that's not good.
But I
enough.
tell you
Man,
what
I'm
it is. I
playing
tell you.
old
You
school
see,
Street
Especially
Fighter.
with a controller. R1's perfect.
Old school Street Fighter, blood. Ryu and Ken.
you see Darren Till,
But you
yeah.
can only go there and there, bro. You can't. There's no other movement, bro.
I tell you with Darren
In
Till,
and out.
yeah, like you see, like with my brethren that we chat in the group, yeah, big up you, man, yeah, MMA man, them, blah 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 blah. They say this thing, yeah, and it's called, I said already, yeah, taking your soul, yeah. So when a fighter is never the same again, Masvidal took this youth, maybe even Woodley took this youth's soul. Someone took this. Someone's taking his soul.
Rip that shit down.
Whether or not you
Rip
want
it down
to, whether
on
or
the
not you want to
line.
say, who did he
Take that
fight
shit
after
down.
Woodley? Did he fight Masvidal after Woodley? He did, but was it his next fight? I think it was Masvidal who took his soul. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Permanently.
Yeah,
Masvidal
like-
finished him.
Like-
That was the first time. No,
yeah, and then Masvidal fixed it.
no,
like,
no.
so
Remember, Masvidal literally took his soul because he KO'd the fuck out
So
of
this
him,
is
bro.
this is what
after he
finished him.
and then you
He
see
was stiff on that mat. We were there.
So
You see-
yeah, we had what? So Woodley,
We were there
Masvidal.
watching that.
Then he beat Gaslam. Then Whitaker he lost to. Then he
Gaslam's
lost
good
to
Woodley.
Brunson. Then he lost to.
and then it's just peak.
Gas
It's
is
just
hit and
bare
miss.
cancels.
Literally, he
mad.
fell off the peak, fam.
Right, so this is what's happened to Till. Like something mentally, because you can see something mentally is not right with him. Like after Masvidal, that was it for him. Like he checked out.
Striking.
You know why though?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I think
And he
Just
moved
no,
up as
mentally
well.
he don't want to fight,
you know
bro.
what? It's like
He don't wanna fight.
I think for some fighters, when you get knocked out and you feel like that you might have had a chin or you shouldn't get knocked out. No, because it's true. Like remember, he does a lot of Muay Thai.
else is doing
Yeah.
getting knocked out.
And when you have that in your head sometimes, and I feel like he was on that run prior. You get me? And I think he could have dealt with losing maybe to a wrestler and then picked yourself out. But when you get sparked,
Yeah.
and you watch that back and you see yourself stiff in your toes,
By someone you're
your
supposed to deal with
your
as well.
toes are
Oh,
like
yeah.
this. Yeah, bro. And you're looking back like, bro, that happened to me, yeah. Like, man was talking about, like, giving his daughters iPads for Christmas, this Christmas, bro. And, like, they're just going to be watching him on YouTube getting sparked, bro. Like, that's not... You get what I'm trying to say? Like,
Compilations.
Yeah.
like, let's be real, bro. Like, that's what he said. I didn't say that. He said that.
Darren
So
Till
anyone
was
that's- you know what I'm
lucky
saying?
to make it out the first round.
Yeah,
Out of
very
this.
much.
Like,
Very.
if it wasn't, I feel like who was the
Has
ref? Who was the ref?
No gas tank.
Who was the ref?
It's-
Was it-
Chris? Was it Chris?
No, sorry.
Was it Chris Coyote?
Whoever the ref was, I feel like they gave him the benefit of the doubt. If there was anyone else,
No,
yeah,
it weren't Chris Coyote.
was it Herb? Was it Herb?
It was Herb.
It was Herb. No,
I think it was Herb, you
So
know.
he was talking about his cup. Who was he talking to the ref about his
I'm
cup?
sure it was Herb
I think
Dean.
you're right. It was Herb. Still.
That he gave him the benefit of the doubt, like because Till was more interested in telling Herb
I'm good.
like holding licks and putting
Yeah,
his
but
thumbs up.
we were saying last night. That's the warm up with him and Chimaev. You understand? He's used to that.
Why is he?
That's normal for him, bro. That's just the
No.
warm up. Man was blessed. Man's been through a worse beatings than that in the gym with Chimaev, bro. That was level 1 beatdown for Darren Till right now, bro. Do you understand?
Bruv, I don't know what was going on, bruv. I kept seeing him like, yeah, I'm fine, bow, I'm fine, bow, thumbs up. Like, what are you doing? Like,
And you know the worst thing about it?
sad to watch, though.
sad. It was sad.
Duplessis had no gas tank. He was
Duplessis
done.
is
Yeah.
dead, bro.
He's dead.
He's
Yeah.
dead.
In the first
He's
round,
dead, bro. He's dead. Talking
know
about
what's-
that's how I breathe.
Do you
No,
know?
you don't.
Do you know how much times there was times that Darren Till could have got him
My
out of
nose
there?
don't work. Shut up.
He could have got him out of there just because Duplessis put himself in bad positions. Not that Darren, like, even when they rolled into the leg lock position, do you know if Darren Till had any type of decent jiu-jitsu, he could have snapped off that heel. He could have given him a dirty heel hook, fam.
Oh yeah.
What? He got himself.
When he had
It's all.
No, but that wasn't even it, bro. The jiu-jitsu is not even it, fam. The takedown defense.
Takedown defense is
Bro,
poor.
man,
What are you
let-
doing with Shamaev, bro?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing?
Round one.
Talking.
Duplessis couldn't do that.
Chatting.
Round one is what he's doing with Chimaev, fam. We now find out, fam.
Oh,
You understand.
Chimaev must be going bananas for there, bruv. Like, oh my gosh.
Can't be right, boy.
I expected Darren Till to come out like a madman, you know. I swear down, I think you all this time you're spending with Chimaev, bruv, and you're getting taken down like that by a man that can't breathe out his nose.
Shamaev posted a video straight after that loss of him in the gym working out. He was like, that don't happen to me.
Nah.
I don't know what he did.
Ever.
Go back on his Instagram and check the timing. Soon as the fight was done, he posted one thing of him in the gym. Boy. I was like, raw.
Well, he might be phoning Chimaev and he ain't getting no answer no more, blood. Like,
So what happens with Darren Till here then, guys?
Go,
Because he's
yeah,
saying
it's
that
time
he's not retiring. He's saying he needs some time off.
How much more time do you need,
yeah,
bro?
because it's depressing. He said that
how
he needs
many
some time.
cancels has he had? What's this?
Bro, he's
That's
been out. Alright, look,
Like,
he fought
he's-
Whitaker 2020. He came back 2020. That was almost a year he was out still.
Credit to him though, he has fought the best of the best, innit?
And then almost another year.
You have to if you're going to be at the top.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
but he
for
has
real.
no, but a lot of men don't. You get me? A lot of men in the UFC don't fight. Like his resume is packed with people.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
People don't want to catch.
Legit,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
yeah.
but that's because they tried to throw him up there quick, like they're trying to do with a lot of fighters. When you become a stardom now, they're trying to get you up there as quick as possible.
But this is what I was saying. He's never got to that level.
Ever.
Ever.
And the times he does, he holds smoke.
Yeah. When who has he really beat?
That's what I was good. Like who's on his resume? Like who's on
He's
his
got some
resume?
alright wins.
Who?
Did he beat
Gaslam.
Gaslam's hit and miss.
Tom-
though.
Thompson.
Gaslam fights when he wants to fight.
Cerrone beat
turns-
Cerrone.
I don't.
That
No,
was
I
like
don't
the
care
first-
about
That was the
Cerrone.
Cerrone.
I
That
don't
was
care
the
about
Cerrone.
Cerrone.
That was the
come up,
takeoff.
innit?
That was the
like
takeoff.
come up.
Yeah, that was the
After
Who
takeoff.
else
bro.
is he beating though? Who?
Outside of that,
Gaslam's
no
crazy
one
on his
really.
record. Gaslam's good on his record.
No, Gaslam's hit and miss. Don't do that.
No, but Gaslam is good.
It's
a good name
okay.
to have on
It's
your record.
okay.
Gaslam's on the same
It's
thing
okay.
as Till still.
Yeah.
He's
It's
shaky
okay.
still.
No.
He's
Gaslam's better than Till.
Thompson,
You're right, you're right,
his
but he
best
turns up,
wins
but he don't
are
turn up all the
Gaslam,
time.
Thompson, and Cerrone. That's his best
That
win.
is shit.
That's
That's
shit.
poor. That's
That's
poor.
shit.
'Cause
Cerrone's
Gaslam's
on
the best fighter
everyone's
there.
resume.
Yeah.
Like he's on
Gaslam's
everyone's
the best fighter
resume.
there.
Yeah.
And that's not great.
Thank you, because
And that's
Gaslam's
not great. No, he's
And the
not.
Thompson fight, if
Well,
I remember,
Wonderboy,
was the decision was a bit iffy still.
Nah, he won that fight. He did win that fight. But with Thompson's only good against certain fighters.
Yeah, but your
That's
decisions are a bit
thing.
questionable, though.
My decisions are legit. Legit. Look at what do you say? Look at topology. Like, look, my decisions are legit.
Fair.
Check it out, bro.
But yeah, Stephen Thompson, he does good against certain fighters.
I
And
hate that. I said that. Stop saying that. It's mixed martial arts. There's certain fighters' business, rude boy. Be good against all fighters.
yeah, but he's not. That's the problem.
Then
I'll
go
tell you
do
what, they should run that
kickboxing.
one back.
What one?
Darren Till Wonderboy. Wonderboy needs an opponent. Slap him, Darren Till. He ain't gonna get taken down.
At middleweight.
To be fair, he said he tore his ACL. Yeah, he said he popped his
That's what
ACL.
he says,
That's
yeah.
what he was saying. So yeah, he's out. To be fair,
Who?
Now,
Wonderboy?
Last
Till.
no,
Till.
Till.
Okay.
Last night you were saying PFL, innit?
Oh,
Yeah,
Is that what you're doing,
something like
man?
that, bro.
That's cold.
That's not that
Cage
bad.
Warriors.
That's not that bad.
Mama,
People
Bama.
saying Cage
that's-
Warriors.
People saying Cage
People saying
Warriors.
Cage Warriors.
You
Bama's
see him
not
around
around
there.
no more.
People were saying Cage
Them
Warriors. That's a
things.
bit crazy still.
Fight stars. Fight stars. Give
Oh,
him fight
You
stars.
man are moving
stars.
ridiculous.
Oh my
bro.
No,
God.
you're moving mad.
You
bro.
know,
You're moving mad.
Shout
You're
out to
moving.
Five Stars.
No, he's
Shout out
bad.
to Fight Stars for real.
Five
Right,
Stars.
so Darren Till, what happens here, guys? Let's quickly just run around the table. You're saying
Look,
wise.
what's he middleweight? Who is he middleweight these days?
yeah,
Bro,
middleweight.
Yeah.
Who's he fighting? If you're losing to Duplessis, like who are you fighting now? Like
Pull up the rankings.
He was 10th. Darren was 10th. Duplessis was
that
14th.
was bullshit. How on
Duplessis
earth is
14th.
Darren Till 10th?
That's crazy. But
Who
it's
we
the
doing?
same way we got Rob Font in the rankings. You know what I'm saying? I always bring up Rob Font, Dan Hooker, these guys.
But Rob Font went on a run. Stop doing that.
So who
he
we
beat
got?
that five
Yeah,
man in a
go
row,
down,
blood.
Not like the elite man. You understand?
Chris
Yeah, but it's
Curtis.
still going on in a row. At least Darren's
we're
got
at
no
Chris
runs.
Curtis level now. That's where we are. Chris Curtis.
I wouldn't
Chris
favour him
Curtis,
there.
mate. Yo,
Yeah, he
no,
might-
Chris
that's-
Curtis will. Sorry,
That's looking,
Chris Curtis
that's looking
will.
at Mikey
fam.
Masvidal over there still.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
We're looking at Chris
Not that,
Curtis.
Chris
That's what
Curtis.
you. That's the next fight you're looking at. Till versus Chris Curtis.
Chris Curtis will
Oh,
deal
Kelvin
deal
His
with him.
clock, fam.
Nah, not Kelvin. That's rude because Kelvin will beat him up. Kelvin
wanna
will
see
beat
that.
him up.
I think Darren Till drops out the rankings, if I'm being honest.
Nah, he can't. Well, boy, Duplessis
He
is
won't,
14th, so
but he should.
he might drop down to 14th, and then you got the
What happened to Muniz? Muniz ain't lost, has he? He's still on a run, innit? He was
He's
killing
there.
everyone.
He was injured.
snapping.
Is he didn't get
Is he
injured?
Yeah, but he was killing everyone at one point.
Hey, the Litzy versus Duplessis. I think I like that fight for
Duplessis. Like, what?
No, but I like that fight for the Litzy.
Oh
still.
yeah, I'd
He
like
looked
that
good
fight
last
for
time.
anyone. He's mess, Duplessis, bro.
He's just good for a
mess.
round. He's good for a round.
Mess. Yeah. He reminds. You know, who he reminds me of. What's the guy at? Is it light heavyweight? What's his name, man? Kutalaba. Wickedest fighter for the first round. Wickedest,
first 4
bro.
minutes and a half.
You're not gonna find the better fighter in the first round, bro. And then that's it. End of.
Man said, that's all, folks.
That's it. And then this game done. That's it. You just need to survive 1 round, 5 minutes, and then you're winning, guaranteed.
Yeah.
All right, then that's nothing for them. So then, on that sense, so we've gone
move
over
on,
to
move
Plessis.
on,
So
move
let's just might as well move on this one. And on that note, we had Bryce Mitchell versus Ilia, the bad man, Georgian, Topuria. Aye, listen, this
hurt.
man's a problem, you know.
This hurt.
This hurt.
No, this hurt.
I had Fug nasty. I like Fug, man. I like Fug.
Yeah.
I think we all love Fug in
Yeah.
here. Fug is a gangster. He's the best spitter in the UFC.
By far.
By a big far.
By far.
Shut down Tyrone Woodley, fam.
Bro.
Woodley ain't got nothing for him when they're on the mic. You get me, fam?
Absolutely not.
You get me? And I think we just love him because he's a farmer, bro, and he's just in the sticks doing his own thing. Talks different, talks wild. You get me? Yeah, bro. He's just he's just that kid, but you hit fire, bro. You hit fire. Topuria is one of the most complete all-around fighters in the UFC. He can do it all, bro. Wrestling, takedown defense, timing's perfect, IQ up there, jiu-jitsu on 101, striking 102, whatever you want to say. I'll make something up for you because he's that good, bruv. He is legit. And we were saying this from UFC London when we watched him live, and we see him take
Before
some
that.
shots as well.
Before that.
Yeah, even before that. But I'm saying, you know, when you watch up live and you see, because he got smoked in, like not smoked, but he got touched.
Bro, he took a shin to the head,
Head, bro. He got touched, bro. He saw
still
Israelites and
knocked
come
man
back.
out, bro.
Yeah, bro. Man returned from the Israelites and said, "What? You get me, fam?" And he's different still. So
Nah, he you know, like, he beat him up. That was like, it was like, you don't ever want to see Fuck Nasty go out like that, man. Like, that's not fair. That's literally not fair. Like, it's not fair. He didn't deserve that. Fuck Nasty had done nothing in his life to deserve what happened to him yesterday, bro. Literally, he got. And you know what? Do you know when you're watching it, yeah, and you can see the difference? I'm like, all right, we need to do something different because the standing up is not working for any of us. Like, the stand up, like, you're clearly, that's not you. So we need to try and do the wrestling. So he's getting stuffed. I'm like, this is like, what have we got left now? Like, we need to do something. And then, bruv, and then he took him down, and then he got spun. Do you know what was the worst bit? Is when he put him in the arm triangle and wrenched him. Like, I was like, yeah.
Bro, what talking shit in his press conferences about I'm gonna see the Valley of Death. Watch this, you see the Valley of Death.
Wrenched him.
Get over here. Get over it, yeah.
Ragdolled him,
Yeah,
blood.
like,
And it's just like, I was just like, oh, like, this is like, it's time to like end it now. End it.
Yeah.
It was bad. Especially like you said, I love Fuck Nasty. I love like watching him fight, like where he comes from, the rapping, this, that. Like, he's cool. He's a fan's favorite, but yeah. There's levels to this. And
Guess farmer strength ain't real, fam. Farmer strength.
Is it out of the equation now?
It's gone.
Is it gone? Hey, hold on. This is breaking news. Hey, what? Hold on. Hey, like, say one more time for the people at home because you're onto this one. What is it?
Farmer strength is gone, bro. It don't. Bro, it's bottom of the list. There's Dagestan strength. There's African strength. Farmer strength's down there, bro. Gone, man. Fact.
That's a fact. I hear you, cuz. Alright then, on this note, what happens with Ilia Topuria, cuz?
Paddy, bro.
oh,
It's 145, bro. Let
No,
him just
no,
clean up
no,
that.
no, no,
You want to
is.
talk that smoke?
Yeah! This is why I love Rimz sometimes. Sometimes I love you. Sometimes.
So let's run it, innit? Like,
Sometimes.
you get me, bro. Run it, bro.
What you saying?
And plus, cause Paddy won and he's talking that shit, like he's giving it the big and stool. So I'm like, you know
What's
what?
gonna happen to your boy now?
Feed it,
What's
feed
gonna
it,
happen to
feed
your
it,
boy
feed it
now?
to Mario.
No, what's gonna happen to your boy now?
first of all, he is not
Paddy's
my
not
boy.
your boy.
Like, he's not my boy. That's the first and foremost. Like, he's not my boy. Like, he's not my boy. I'd want Topuria to light him up.
Would you now?
150%. 150%. I'd want Topuria to light him up. But yeah, that's not a fight that Paddy wants. I'll tell you that for nothing. Because he'll be coming for his neck, like it'd be like Cheeto. Do you know, like when they was buoying off Cheeto, like with against Sean, when they was buoying him off, like this time. Now it's Cheeto time.
Where's Sugar rank now? Let's not.
It should be below Cheeto though. We're gonna find
It
out
should
that
be.
sometime.
It
you
should be.
understand?
Yeah.
Alright, but no,
Sorry, go on.
No, I was gonna say on the real one though. No, it's he can get to the title still.
100%.
100% gonna be in the title fight. Still.
And he could beat Volkanovski.
That's where the room goes silent.
Why did your boy do this?
Yes.
Why did,
Yes. He's good enough.
grab that.
Yes. Yes.
Put on his head.
Yes.
Put on his head, man.
What? That's
Put
not
that out
needed.
your
That's
head.
not needed. That's needed for you. You're dumb shit. That Paddy won the fight and shit.
Chat shit
but
for
you
you.
can't-
You're dumb shit, bro.
What are you
You know
watching
what
that
makes
makes
you
you
say
think
that
Yeah,
at this moment in time?
You've articulated it way
At this
better
moment in
than
time.
that.
Like,
Skilled all around skill level.
Oh my
he looks
God.
like a bad man.
You know,
but
you know my problem
you need
is.
to
You know
see
what
him
it is.
against
Alright,
a
hold
bit-
on.
a bit-
No, I can see him
higher
against.
You're a
and the opponent,
cokehead.
cool. But you see me, I see. But I
Bragz is a
never get
cokehead.
me, fam. I was gonna say something so wild. But I just
You got
realised that
so
what I was
many
gonna
people
say.
in featherweight that he could fight. Like
You know,
literally
yeah, I had to catch
loads.
myself. I was gonna say something.
You
so
can't
wild.
talk about Volkanovski.
Let me be real. Beat Max. Like
What's that?
someone
That's what I
down.
was saying.
He went straight for
Nah,
the goal.
not
the guy
not
that's
yet.
now mashing up.
It's a
everyone.
good fight, but I'm not. I don't think I'm ready to. I don't want to put Max in there yet. I don't even know if Max is right after the Volkanovski fight.
My problem is
UFC model,
no.
man.
My problem is you
Break
can
the
take
stars
down
and
Max.
Nah,
My
we-
problem is you can take down Max.
we got Ortega.
Yeah, no, right. This is my problem. That's my
Was
problem.
he injured? All right,
Ortega,
we got what do you call
Hold
him?
on. Let me. This is my problem.
This is about to be the most stupidest comment ever because he's about to say
cool, you say
that this
this,
man.
cool.
He's about to say
This
this
man's
man's
killing
problem is Ortega.
No,
but
I
Ortega
think
gets
Allen
linked
could
up
beat Volks. That's
and
why I've
gets
said that.
daggered out by.
I've already said that.
Allow it.
I'm gonna keep consistent. I've already said Arnold Allen has got a good all-around game to be able to beat him. He'd get punched up.
Beat
Like
who?
Arnold
Volkanovski?
Allen. Yeah, it get me, fam. I think
Arnold-
he's that,
Arnold Allen?
Yeah, I think he's that good, bro. I think he's that good. Get me.
What are we doing? Arnold Allen.
He's better than Paddy. The Paddy, he should have that. He's a better fighter than Paddy.
yeah, but we're- but we're talking about Volkanovski.
because he's just quiet and don't say anything.
Yeah.
Anyway,
he doesn't rate
Elliot-
Volks, bro. Just put it down.
It
to that.
must
He
be.
don't
It
rate
must be.
No, it's
He
not
don't
that I
rate.
don't rate Volks.
No.
It's not that.
No.
Say
He
it
don't
properly.
rate City kickboxing. There we go.
No,
Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on.
But
I'm so confused.
No,
Like,
He
my-
hates Walker.
No, hold on. Before we move
He
on,
hates
you want
Vol.
me to Ox? Let me
hates Izzy.
let me just say it. Ilia Topuria, I feel like has a better all-around game than Volkanovski.
Where's Volks
I've seen
weak?
Volks.
I
The
clipped
submission game. His head then he got popped off. If Brian wasn't tired, if Brian was not tired,
Bro,
I
Bro,
know.
you have to realize
Brian
that he's
Ortega
a
is
black bro. If
and
he
he's the
didn't
elite
finish
of
him,
the elite.
if he didn't finish him, bro,
no,
the best jiu-jitsu in the fucking
literally.
division,
No,
bro,
didn't
didn't
it
finish
don't
him,
work
bro.
like that. You know it don't work like that. You know it works in MMA. Like the way you can build it and set it up is better. Brian can't set shit up. Brian just got him in that position.
Wait, what are we talking about here? What are we talking about here?
Brian
What are we
can't
talking
spit
about
out
here?
everything up.
Brian Taylor has all good all-around striking.
Should I?
He has good all-around striking.
We're not talking about that.
That's
You're
what I
talking
said.
about.
Let me finish.
I thought you were talking about
You lot-
jiu-jitsu.
No. That's what I said. Listen to what I said from the start. You lot jump. You moving like what Dana said earlier. People take little snippets of what you say. Listen to the whole
Bro,
thing.
I'm live in the
I
flesh,
said,
fam.
No, then
Nothing's
listen.
been chopped up yet.
Listen.
What were you saying?
Listen. I said he has an all-around better game. I said Ilia Topuria from the start. So the way he can set things up. Yeah. Well, I think yes. I think he has a better
Volks has
all-around, yes.
Volks has a all
No,
better.
I think Ilia Topuria has a better all-around game than Brian Ortega. He doesn't.
Oh, then Brian Ortega, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Cool.
Oh, no, everyone's
Nah,
listening.
but I thought you said about Volks.
This is
I
my
thought you said about
point. Can I
Volks.
finish?
No, TC's striking's improved though.
I'm not saying it hasn't improved.
Brian
I
Ortega.
didn't say it hasn't improved,
Yeah.
but it's not on levels of this.
Yeah,
I think-
but jiu-jitsu ain't
what-
on levels with
but-
Brian Ortega.
I don't know about that on MMA.
I know,
on,
like,
on,
you
on,
might,
on
but I know that.
On an MMA level, to set stuff up to be able to wear down
No,
your
but the
opponents, to
thing-
be able to make it.
do you
'Cause you
know-
gotta remember. Hold on, before you go, you gotta remember in MMA, this is not just a jiu-jitsu match where you're just going through. To make it look good and be better, you gotta know that you can set it up to wear down your opponents and sort like level change, leg kick, put this together to be able to give your opponents difficulties to make them think better. Brian Ortega is very one-dimensional in that degree, and that's what I'm trying to. This man's not. He'll punch your head on the floor, then put your head in the guillotine, switch up, get on your back. So he's very IQ. No, I'm being serious, bro.
That's
what
fine.
I'm getting with.
That's
Now
fine,
everyone's
but you know,
silent 'cause they listen.
No, we're silent because you said to let you finish. So I'm letting you finish. Yeah. So the reason why that doesn't fit, yeah, is because the two submissions, yeah, that fucking Ortega got Volkanovski didn't need no setups. Like they was literally on the floor. They was guillotine. It was a guillotine and a triangle.
Volkanovski.
What?
What does that say about if they didn't need setting up? What does that say about his IQ in defense? If you
Didn't
couldn't
tap though.
Can we move
I
on?
rate that.
This guy's
No, I rate
chatting
the
shit.
rigidity. No, that's not chatting shit.
No, this guy's
That's
chatting
bad IQ.
shit,
If
bro.
a man can't say,
You're saying Volkanovski has bad IQ.
No, he don't. He has good IQ. I'm not saying
Probably got the best
But
IQ.
what I'm saying, yeah, that's my point. I'm saying I think
That wasn't your
that's
point.
When I'm trying to
That was the
challenge
opposite
it,
to your
I think
point.
Lost.
Ilia Topuria has
Thank
better
you.
overall
Lost.
fight.
It's like this every
Lost.
week. It's like this every week, bro.
I'm so
You know
lost.
the back of the cereal box where they got the maze, bro, and you're just struggling to find a way to the middle.
Later on, when they jump on the bandwagon, because I don't want him to jump on it late.
For who?
And then you.
For who?
For Ilia Topuria.
Bro,
when he gets
I've
there-
been on the bandwagon.
No.
But you're saying some different stuff.
No, but if he fights
Votes.
Volks, when he slaughters everyone through the division, then he gets the Volks in that fight. And make sure you pick Volks. Don't watch him slaughter
about-
everyone.
what about
No,
Yahya?
that's what I'm saying. Don't
about
watch him
Rodriguez?
slaughter everyone and then be like,
No, but I'm just saying.
What's gonna happen?
I'm just
Hold on,
saying.
what's gonna
I just
happen
want to see
is-
him.
No, what's gonna happen is Islam's gonna slaughter him, and then you lot are gonna have something to say. So shut. I don't want to hear
Islam's
him
in
now.
a different
I don't
division,
wanna
bro.
watch.
Who's gonna slaughter who?
Islam's gonna slaughter Volks, and then
Yeah,
you lot are
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
say,
yeah, I expect
the
that.
decline
you're
of
not gonna
Volks
see
after
it.
that might be
Thank
rapid.
you, thank you.
Maybe.
And then
But
you're gonna
we-
have something to say.
it does
Then you're
happen.
gonna have
That
something
does
to
It
say.
depends how he does against people
Don't
higher
worry
up.
about that. He's a
I
bad
don't.
man. worry
Personally, I
about
don't
it.
think.
Make
I don't know
him
what Volkanovski's doing. In my opinion, I don't know what he's
Volkanovski
doing.
fight Islam.
Yeah, I have no
But
idea
I
what he's
think
doing.
that's right now. That's probably the best matchup for against Islam. Look at the top 5 for lightweight. There's no one that can trouble. We've been through this, bro. There's no one that troubles Islam
And
other than
Alex can
Jalen
get-
Turner. I'm gonna
Alex
keep
can
on
get
telling
jacked.
everybody still. Jalen Turner. You know about Jalen Turner?
Yeah, but not against.
Not right now. No, not right now.
He'll get
Give him give him next. Not give him one more year, blood. Give him one more year. Couple
One
good
more
performances.
year.
Because he's got the frame. He's 6'3", offers him something different. Trust me.
I don't know, bro. That neck can still get catch.
Yeah, but not right now. Give him a year. Give him a
Go
year.
to the rankings quickly before. Just quickly move on. I just want to see where Topuria can go from here, from featherweight.
Max.
Featherweight's another
Let him
kind of
fight
light.
Max.
Like, but that's a big jump. He's low
Yeah,
down. He's
might as
low
well,
down. He's
bro.
14th.
How the hell is
Bryce
Korean
was
Zombie?
eight.
Bro, they're
six.
so
No,
old.
but he has to jump past Bryce now. He has to jump past
Yeah,
Bryce.
Giga, why you can fight Giga?
That would be a good fight.
You can fight Giga. That's a
Giga-
striker.
Ah, he'll demolish
That's a striker.
He will
bro.
sub
That's a
Giga
striker.
in the first
He'll
round.
demolish
Yeah.
Giga,
That's a
bro.
striker.
His
Different
takedown
problems.
defense is shit.
No, but it's different
demolish
problems. It's different
him.
problems.
I'm not sorry.
What-
Give
what
that
different
Ilia will
problems?
demolish
Thank
Giga,
you.
bro.
No,
Sorry.
he will get taken down and
He
get
will.
raped.
He will. But it offers him
Get
different
held
problems.
down and get raped.
No.
But he'd have to be. Yeah, but
No,
the thing is,
no.
no,
Giga's
but listen,
got no takedown defense
but
and no
listen. You
submissions.
see,
No.
you see, with Bryce Mitchell, bruv. Yeah, he didn't respect him on the stand up. He has to respect Giga on the stand up.
Bro.
He has to. He has to.
Can we get into that? What was Bryce doing, blood?
I don't
Man
know.
was just throwing single shots, like, and crazy shots.
No,
like
it's
that,
because he
fam.
held licks, bro.
Yeah,
it
it
knocked
was
him off,
bad
bruv.
still.
He didn't want to throw because he didn't want to feed it back. That was the
Yeah,
problem.
yeah,
He had him from early, from the first two
Poor,
licks,
man.
blood.
So poor.
From the first two licks, he had him.
Topuria's got power, man. Like featherweight, he's got
Arnold Allen or Max?
Max is number one. Can't give him number one.
Max
What?
can't
You
be
can't.
number
Don't
one,
push
though,
him
man.
up that high.
You can't
Max
give him
can't be
number
number
one.
one,
You got
bro.
Qatar.
Hold
You
on,
got Calvin.
Don't do that, because when I said that about Sean O'Malley, you man, it's alright with Yarn when he's number 2. Man went from like
didn't
basically
say that.
unranked
I
to
didn't
go
say
to
that.
number
He's done more than
fucking.
Sugar.
I didn't say that.
He's done more than
Beat him
Sugar.
though.
He's done more than
Beat him
Sugar.
though.
Beat him
Don't do
though.
that.
Beat
Don't
him
do
though.
that. Don't do that. Don't do
Beat
that.
him though.
What?
Beat him though.
What?
He beat him though.
Who?
Yeah,
Sean
Sugar
beat
beat
Yarn.
him.
Alright, move
So
on.
your number one is a
Prelims,
pussy.
Talking.
We're running up high still, so let's run through this one. And
Come
then,
on, let's
and
go.
then
Oh, we have to go. The guy, Raul Rosas Jr. The kid that looks like he's built in the Holocaust.
Brother, I
this
saw
guy
you.
could do it.
Stop saying that, bro.
Brother, he's built in the Holocaust, bro. He is different. Yeah, if I'm gonna get
Is there something wrong with him though?
yeah, I think so.
Is it?
So I've seen somewhere someone say he's got a condition, but I don't know exactly.
Nah,
what it is.
there's something.
He has to come out and say it himself.
Nah, something's wrong. Definitely, something's wrong.
Yeah.
No, like, come on, we're all adults here. Yeah, respectfully, we're all adults here. We can, like, we all look a certain way, and we can understand
He
that.
DM'd me and said he speaks worse than when Max Holloway got touched, bro. And coming to that press conference, that's how Max
Nah,
Holloway.
he got.
Yeah.
There's something wrong with him. Like, there's. I don't know what the condition is, and I don't know what the syndrome is or whatever. But there's something. There's something. It's something.
Regardless of that, you can fight though.
No, he can.
Fight still.
He can. But we need to see him. He needs to That's what I'm saying. I don't jump on these
The
hype
level.
trains.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't jump on that. So let's.
But because he's 18, this one is a decent one to jump on.
Yeah.
He's
But
not- let me tell you this: he's strong for an 18-year-old
buff, yeah.
because he ain't got his man strength yet. You get your man strength about 22, 23, even that. Some people's a bit later, 24, 25, 26. But for him, remember they say athletes hit their prime when they're 27, 28 as athletes, yeah. But this kid looks dominating, bro. The way he just backpacked him and just knew what he was doing, even in his first fight, the in the contender series.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, that lock he got him, that weird. What is it? What do you even call that?
What's that?
The way he
when
pulled
he had
his
like
leg.
the-
His leg up from, I don't even know what the fuck that is, bro. He's something from
It's like
some
a weird,
weird,
like, crucifix
yeah,
position. on the back of it, but he had,
crucifix.
like the legs locked in.
Yeah.
Oh, his Suvilev stretch.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Oh, he was on his back and he's pulling his
Yeah,
leg.
yeah.
Yeah, Suvilev
Leg
stretch.
box. Yeah. That is mad, bro.
No, but
that,
that-
you do not see that often, bro.
No.
You do not see that often.
But
And
the
this
levels were
kid's-
different though. That's the thing.
Yeah,
The
but
levels
he's
are different.
18
Yeah,
though.
no, I understand.
Still on contender series, you're not still seeing the other man do that.
Is it-
Bruh.
That was on a contender series when he done that.
It's also a level of competition, like you said, but I don't know, man. I feel like they pushed him a little bit.
I think they're pushing him
quickly.
fast, bro. But that's
Yeah,
my
he's gonna
opinion,
have to
innit?
be. He's on the pay-per-view main card next time.
Yeah,
Has to
he's
be,
on the
innit?
he's
This
on the
was
prelim.
main of the
like,
prelims.
Main of the prelims, bro. Like
Bro,
I
Jay
don't think that they're
Perrin.
pushing him too far.
it's on the main of the prelims.
That's not pushing
From the
him far.
contender
First
fight.
fight.
From the
on a
contenders.
pay per view.
First fight.
Because you're on your listen, it's a level of opponent. That's what you if they put him against somebody that was smoky, then you go right. They're pushing him too far. They're putting him against. Look at the guys. That's why I had no problem.
It's not the
The
competition.
guy's record was 10-6.
Yeah, but it's not the competition.
It is. He's shit.
No,
It's
not no. It's not the competition. It's the spot, fam. Look at all the men that came before him on this card, and he's been pushed. He's been elevated to that spot after a contender series fight.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's
Because he's 18, the
and
youngest
it's
champ. That's why
it's
it
the
brings
behavior
eyes.
of how he's done it. Do you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
It's
yeah,
that's
of course.
so you get the and he always says Dana always says that if you impress me, I look after you.
after you,
You get what I'm saying? And that's then
Because you bring money to him.
Yeah, exactly.
So he will look after you.
Yeah.
While he knows that secretly you're bringing 2 million, he'll just give you 50, 60, 70 bags. And he's
Yeah.
taking home 1 point something in the back cash in the back of his pocket. Of course he's gonna look after you.
Yeah.
Bro, he's 18 and killing guys.
Yeah.
It's a story.
Like
That
you're looking.
That's why he said. That's why he wasn't mad at Paddy and said anything bad about Paddy. When they actually asked him, "Did Paddy win the fight?" He never
He
said
didn't
yes
answer
or no.
that. Yeah,
he didn't answer
that.
it.
Yeah,
yeah.
You think so? Because in his heart.
Have you seen Joe Rogan in the cage as well?
Yeah, when he
When they
announces
announced
the
Paddy.
thing, yeah, and he's
Yeah,
like.
he was like, "Rah, fam, don't know."
But if you think about it, as Dana, like you have to be smart with it because you could be looking at like your next Conor McGregor for the next decade.
Yeah.
Who? For who?
For
Paddy or him?
no,
Rosas,
for Raul,
Rosas.
for Rosas,
Rosas.
for Raul.
Yeah.
Like he's
and he's
18,
Mexican
bro.
as
You're
well.
looking at like a decade of a decade.
Locked
He's
in
not a
with sombrero,
talker
fam.
though. He don't talk like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, you can't talk.
No, he don't talk
Rosas?
like that. But it's not the
different
talk. It's not the talking. I'm not talking about the talking and this that. I'm talking about
But
the
to get Conor
domination.
level, you have
Do you
to
know-
do.
You have to talk.
Otherwise, you're gonna be like Khabib,
Remember, he's 18 though, bro.
which is okay, innit?
That's true.
Yeah, and he's not bad on the mic, you know.
You're right.
Okay, but
Like,
It's true. It's true. What?
let me refrain.
It's perfect. That was a good. That was.
Let me
good.
refrain,
Go on.
man.
What you gonna say?
No. I don't need to say that still. I don't need to say that. I don't need to say But he's 18, you understand? So
Yeah.
The talking thing will
You
come.
wanted to say
this guy.
The man said the talking thing will come.
This
You learn
guy,
from talk.
he needs
Bro,
to
I got a
retire.
5-year-old that can talk. You know, he's 18. What do you mean?
No,
the
but in
talking
terms
thing
of the
just come?
content, like you can't.
Oh,
if
okay,
he comes
okay.
in talking wicked and bad,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? At 18, he's a bit crazy. You know?
Yeah,
But
but
this guy needs to retire.
Who Perry?
Yeah, Perry's
I
finished.
genuinely,
What?
I don't know. I didn't even know he still fought.
18-year-old
The-
beating you up. Are you letting an 18-year-old beat you up today?
I sincerely hope not.
No.
I sincerely- I couldn't go back to the. I couldn't go back.
No,
to
but
the
this
end.
18-year-old
No one would
over
look
there is
after-
gonna
no
beat
one
you
would,
up
doesn't he?
though, bro.
Who him?
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit here and say he can't. Just because I'm gonna say I
100%.
can't because I don't want to say that an 18-year-old can beat me up.
100%. He's not beating you up, bro. What the hell?
I'm not having it.
Hey,
He might beat you up.
He's
but
gonna
you're
sub
just
you.
allowing- you're
He's
allowing-
gonna pop your head
not,
off.
because he's not even getting
He's gonna
near
pop
me.
your head off, bro.
Get near me.
You get me,
He's
bro.
at 5'3", bro. Allow it. You'll stay over there, bro. I'll punch you in your face, blood. Allow it.
When
Allow
man
it.
comes and does knee,
Allow it.
did you see the flying knee up down?
Yeah, but I'm not Jay Perrin though.
Nah,
That's what I'm saying as well.
That's
I'm
what
not
I'm
that guy. I'm not him.
This
Hey,
kid
yeah,
is mad.
Jay Perrin might finish a couple
I
man.
said this guy needs to fucking allow it.
Some of these kids are born into this now, bro. They're
Trust
5
me.
and they're striking at 5 and they're doing this at 5. Not just striking like this, they're doing this.
You see the rotation in
They're
that.
doing this at 5. Yeah?
The
That's
the
First
rotation.
thing they're doing is that, yeah.
And they're gonna da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, and then what, bro? I've seen it on Instagram and TikTok, bro. It's mad, bro. So they're coming, bro. They're coming. All right. But anyway, moving on.
Alright,
Moving on that note.
Some good fights on this card, man.
Yeah, there was because there was all finishes, 10 finishes.
be quick with this.
Have you ever seen one man rush someone?
Bro.
Have you ever seen it?
Killer police officer dead.
Good.
Police officer dead. Gone.
Police officer down for.
Yeah, fam.
Killing.
Yeah, bro. Him and his brother died. What? His brother died last week and he died this week.
Yeah,
weeks apart.
dead.
Yeah, he died at a quicker death than
Dead.
his brother. Yeah,
He thought there was 3 people in there. He did. He thought there was 3 people in there.
Kevin Hart's talking about there's an octopus, fam. That's what he was seeing, blood.
He genuinely thought there was more than one person in there, bro.
Alright, shouts out Jairzinho if they get man out of there real quick, rude boy. No play with them officer.
Man can't be on the
Punch
prelims.
man
That's a
up.
violation, man.
No, but you're on the thingy though, innit? Pay-per-view, so don't feel as much when you're on pay-per-view.
What you saying? It's
You know
not-
how it is.
And it's not a fight night.
Yeah, you get paid a little bit more for being on pay-per-view. Edmund Shabazian back
you look
versus
back, you look
Luta, what's his name?
Dolcha Lungambula.
Lungambula. Listen, Lungambula. He has no gas tank. You're terrible. Bro.
Another.
You just swing everything wild.
Kutalaba, another Kutalaba, bro.
Yeah,
There's
swing
burying
everything.
him.
Good for
Burying
him.
him. Muscle, but nothing else. Like nothing else. No
Swing
IQ,
wild.
no
Yeah.
IQ, no stand up, no ground game, nothing. Just muscles. You know them man there that just been like. He's a bit like. Do you know Ngannou when he first started, bro? But Ngannou had the equalizer. You get me? And then luckily someone got hold of him and said, "Bro, you know if you carry on like this, yeah,
It's mad.
it's problems. You get me? So let me teach you a little something. You get me? So you can continue into this thing. That's what that guy is, bro. Like literally, like a Kutalaba, bro. Black Kutalaba, bro.
And shouts out to Edmund because
That's what he is, bro.
he was a bit down and out, and I think his manager, who's Ali Abdelaziz.
That's recent,
yeah,
though.
Abdelaziz.
It used to be
Yeah.
Ronda. It used to
Yeah.
be Ronda still.
Yeah, I
Is
know.
it?
Yeah,
Ronda.
Abdelaziz put him away for a year though and said you need to just work on your shit, and I think it's helped him just develop because he had problems with the takedowns, and I think people like Darren Till need to take a little look at
That's
that.
kind of what he's done.
Nothing can help
That's a
Darren,
different-
you know.
That's a different
Nothing can help
story.
Darren.
But anyway, let's move on. Chris Curtis versus Joaquin Buckley. What a fight. Performance of the night. By the way, Dana gave everybody 50 bags. That
got a finish.
Got a
That's how you know
finish.
it's doing well.
So
The
everybody,
companies.
10 people, all got 50 bags. So
And
shouts out to all
Alex.
10.
Alex got his
yeah, for
win
he's
money
for
as
turning
well.
it. Yeah, it's mad. Shouts out to Dana for doing that. End of the year, he saw what he made for the end of the year.
December,
So,
bro.
yeah, it's like,
Yeah,
it's like
this
what
is Christmas,
I'll give you
yeah,
Christmas
yeah.
gift.
The accountant said, yeah, you got a couple mil
Yeah,
to
got a
do.
couple mil spare. Yeah,
exactly.
You can give out a couple.
We
yeah.
need to do this because the tax thing's
Yeah,
mad.
yeah, the tax thing's crazy,
We
yeah.
need to get out.
Yeah, so anyway, Chris Curtis, what a performance. Joaquin Buckley come out very strong and sharp, and I think he come out like fast, snappy, put together a lot of combos, but it weren't working. Chris just took his time, knew he wasn't the faster fighter, but I think
He's
he knew
landing
that
that
he
left
was,
a lot.
he was landing that left,
landing that left a
it was a
lot.
more precise fighter, and I think he done very well. Chris,
The worst thing that happened to Buckley was that knockout that he did on. That's the worst thing that happened to him. It's the worst thing. I feel like if Buckley would have slowly built up, he'd be in a much better position than he is now. But because he got I know it got to his head. Of course, it will get to your head.
It did.
Of course, it's going to get to your head. You get what I'm saying? So
Bro, he's making videos with that policeman who does the funny
This is what I'm
business,
saying.
bro. Like,
I see
this
that.
is had him in his corner. Like.
yeah, I don't know, that's all that.
But you know what he said? That is because the UFC weren't promoting his fight. So
Okay.
he went to my man and he said that was why he did that. But yeah, I think Buckley needs to settle himself because he's good, you know.
He needs to go
Yeah, he
well
is
with
good.
it.
He is going well with it.
Yeah,
he said
he
it.
needs to go well with
Yeah.
it.
He's good.
He
but
looked, bro, his work rate in that fight was.
no,
it's
Buckley's
massively
good.
improved,
He's a
bro.
good fighter, bro. Buckley's good, but I just think that I don't know, but I think that knockout got to him, and he's like he thinks he's something that he's not, and where he needs to work and strive to get to where he needs to be. But I think Buckley could do well in the UFC, to be honest. But Chris Curtis is a bad boy anyway. He's
Good, great boxing striker.
Yeah.
That's-
Tight, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you ain't getting through that guard, man.
And on that note, move on.
Cool.
That's it, innit?
We hit up Bellator now, man. Yeah, because we've been on this for
Cool.
time.
Was
so.
that the only? That was the first fight of the
Yeah,
early
early
prelims, yeah. Even though that was good, but yeah, let's move on because we've been on this for a while.
Hernandez.
Raffion Bellator, what was it? 289.
289.
We had Raffion Stotts versus Danny Sabatello. What a fight it was. Hey Rimz, what do you think about this one? Going into this one.
All right. So you know what, Danny Sabatello to me is kind of
One-dimensional.
he reminds me of Kobe still. His style. He reminds me of Kobe, but he's just he's less effective in terms of he didn't do no damage, bro. It was just wrestling, bro.
And
It
transitioning
was
is a
just
bit
wrestling,
poor.
bro.
His transition's not as good as Kobe.
Yeah.
Kobe transitions a little bit better.
That's one thing I know.
And Kobe can fight as well. So
Yeah, he
Sabatello's-
can stand up. Yeah, he can. Yeah. Rafi on starts. He done all right. I think he kind of struggled a bit with the wrestling, but he kind of warmed up to it eventually. Stopped some of the takedowns.
Loads of
Some. He stopped. You got a lot of the reversals as well.
Reversals is about to
Yeah.
say that. Yeah. round three
On
and
the
four.
feet, he was the better
lacing
fighter
him.
all day long. Sabatello was shocked though about the decision, bro. So that's.
But to be fair, like I said as well, because one of the judges gave a 50-45. Do you know that to Sabatello?
Yeah, that was mad.
50-45,
Mad.
bro.
This was in Nevada as well. I
Every
swear.
single round went to Sabatello.
What?
That's wild.
This was in.
50-45.
I swear this was in Las Vegas as well.
It was.
Mad.
Bruv, I was like, what? So obviously, I think from that he heard that and he thought he had it. You get me? And then when he heard the next one, I don't know if you remember, but he was like, he started.
What's going on?
It was peak, and then he heard the next one.
Bro,
and
you
he was
did
pissed.
nothing in 2 of the rounds.
Nothing.
At least 2 of the rounds you did absolutely. I'm not giving you that. And it started on the feet where shots obviously would have thrown 1, 2, 3, or 4, and then you got a bit. And shots did more. He's moved more and he tried more. If I have to put it down to anything, I'll put it down to effort. You didn't do shit, bro. Like in that sense, you know what I'm trying to say. And when you were standing up, bro, you're just not that guy.
He's gonna get beaten up by Patchy though.
Who's that? Stocks.
Stotts. He's gonna get beaten
get
up. by
wrapped
Patchy.
up.
He's gonna get beaten up by Patchy.
He's
Patchy's
gonna
gonna
wrap
beat him
him,
up.
sub him.
Yeah,
No, Patchy, I think
he's gonna put him out. Like he's gonna.
He's gonna knock him out. It will sub
No,
him.
he's sub him. Sub him. You think he'll knock him out?
He won't sub him.
No, he's gonna sub him.
He'll sub him.
He'll sub him.
He'll get on his back
Sub
because
him.
he can. Because
I
we've
think-
seen
I
from
think-
Stotts.
I think Patchy-
We've seen from Stotts that you can get on his back.
Patchy is Aljo, bro.
Yeah.
It just takes the one, bro. If he gets your back, it's
I
not.
think I love Patchy. I love Patchy.
Yeah, Patchy's a problem, bro. He's coming.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're done with this one. Quickly, you watch this one.
yeah,
Liz
watch
Carmouche.
Luis Carmouche.
Juliana
Velasquez.
Velasquez.
Velasquez, whatever her name
Again.
is. Yeah. They need to
Again.
stop running this now because this has been the fight.
Yes,
third or
it's
fourth
stupid.
time, something like that.
I don't know what she's upset about. She lost
Armbar,
both
right?
fights.
Armbar, yeah.
Armbar,
And you know what? See, this is the difference though. Let me just quickly just say this about MMA. The way she won this fight in the second round, I think it was the second. She took her time to get into that armbar position. And this is the thing, what are we going to have? Are we going to have a one thing where everything's quick and you're going to stop and make them stand up quick? Or are you going to let them take their time? Because she took her time to get into this position. If you watch the fight, pinned her up against the cage, took her, flattened her out, mounted her, changed, but it took her time to do it.
They were
and
booing.
Thank you.
The fans
But-
were booing.
But then she finished her.
Yeah.
So how do we win here? This is
Yeah.
my point that I'm
But
making.
that could happen.
This
That
is
could
my
happen,
point.
and nothing happens. That's
Yeah,
the thing.
but you have to give the chance. It's not about no. Then we have to. Then you know what it is? It's been a boring fight. Sorry, guys. That's just the way it is. It's just. Thank you.
Yeah, sometimes
Thank
that's the way
you.
it goes.
It's like when you see 0-0 at thingy and everyone's booing in the 9th minute. It's just the way it is, bro. That's just the way it is. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Things will never be the same.
Oh, yeah.
So and then we can move on.
My guy.
All right, go on, you two go on.
My guy, Patchy, bruv. Duffed up, you know.
Magomedov,
you know.
Magomedov.
Bruv, he's like Dagestan whom. Didn't care about nothing, bruv. Dealt with him quickly, bruv. You know when it's peaked when man puts your hand up like this and it drops. It's like even Patchy had him and he was like, he goes to the ref, he's like, I think he's out, you know. I think he's out. Lifted his arm up, done, bruv.
Dead.
Yeah. They did that
dead.
because Magomedov had a little. He was running through a few people still.
Yeah,
he thought he was.
Yeah.
He thought he was that guy, but yeah, he come against Patchy and it was no joke.
He couldn't get in range. He was struggling with the range.
He lost every fight. Like he lost every fight that he was going with Patchy. On the feet,
Yeah.
on the ground.
I love the way Patchy was slapping his hands down as well. It's like, it was
he's built
different.
with him,
And,
bro.
yeah, slapping it down and then getting into range. Like, he's like slap his hand down and try and get him with the jab. It was lovely.
Patchy come UFC soon.
Yeah, that's what I want to see.
Patchy come
Aljo,
UFC.
I said this. Him versus Aljo, who would win?
I like
Who would
Patchy.
win?
You know, Patchy's a good fighter.
Who would
you know.
win?
You have to
I'd
say
go
Aljo.
Aljo.
Aljo's
I'd go
quality though
Aljo.
as well. Like,
Yeah,
it's
it's
a good fight. It's
level
a
of
good fight.
opposition.
I've had to pick Aljo for me.
It's
Yeah,
a good
man.
fight.
But I was gonna say, a lot of these bantamweights in Bellator, they could contend in UFC still.
That's about
It's
the
the
only,
best
yeah.
division,
But I was about to say that's one of the only divisions I feel
Only
like.
weight.
It's one of the only divisions that I
Bantamweight
could
is stacked
think.
across the whole
Yeah,
board.
Yeah,
The
it's
level
like-
of
best weight in
competition
the
at
world.
bantamweight.
Yeah,
It's the
that's
best
one of
weight in the world.
because I'm not a big fan of Bellator. You know, I swear down, I'm not a big fan. It's like a UFC graveyard. Like there's just so many. There's so many.
Sounds like you in our first game.
Oh, no,
That's
that's these
No, it's
two.
true.
That's
But no,
these
but
two. These
nah.
man burn
Bruv,
off Bellator.
why
man.
Sergio
Me and Rimz try and
Pettis,
give it his
bruv,
little credit.
Sergio Pettis is fucking the I swear he's the bantamweight champ. He's a bantamweight champ,
He
isn't
gets
he?
smoked in the UFC.
He got smoked in the UFC. Not he will. He got smoked. He left the UFC because he got smoked. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, you got Romero fucking
Fight.
duffing up. What was the heavyweight champ?
Bader.
Bader.
Get
Ryan
out here,
Bader.
man.
Double
Anderson
champ.
and-
Double champ Bader.
Double champ Bader, bruv. Come on, man. It's just a
Couldn't
UFC graveyard, bruv. And it's like, man that can't get into the UFC or have been in the UFC or couldn't make it end up in Bellator. That's how I feel. And then
certain
you've
man
got the
though-
odd.
you know
Then you've
what?
got the odd bad man. You get
Comes
me?
out of the blue.
Dalton's
Yeah.
move across. Dalton's roster is a bad man. You see Dalton roster? This was a good
Yeah,
fight.
no, that was
if
that-
you didn't
he-
watch
yeah,
this
yeah,
fight,
he-
it was a very good fight,
that
and
was
he's
good.
serious. He could go UFC. Oh yeah, middleweight. Oh yeah, he can wrestle. He can. But if he hits you, you're going to the Israelites, bro.
No,
He's
he
jacked,
left
bro.
Adams for dead.
What?
He left him for dead.
Bro,
Left
he's
him for dead.
serious, you know.
He left
He's
him for dead.
serious, bro. So that's what you're just saying. You get the one little star that could
Then
come
you
over.
get you
But
get the
he's
one
an
little
Occasional
star that
one
come
in
over.
here, yeah.
Yeah,
You
you
get
know
one
about
star.
Dalton, cuz.
I didn't see this one. I didn't see
Watch
this
it,
one.
watch it.
Nah,
When
that
you
fight-
learn
that
just
fight,
watch
yeah,
it and watch the way he fights. You'll be like, I like it.
Yeah, nah, he's
Then
a
you'll
beast.
check him out.
He's a
Trust me.
beast.
He's a beast, innit?
He's a beast.
And on that note, we can flick over
Cool.
to boxing.
Alright, yeah, quickly just go over Crawford.
I didn't watch no
I
boxing this week.
I don't
I've
watch
had
boxing.
chance.
I don't
Don't watch
boxing.
boxing at all.
I watched the big fights.
Yeah.
That's it. But for me, boxing, like I'm waiting 25 years to see a good fight. It's just
Yeah,
long.
I
man.
hear
Like,
you.
Hold on. What happened with the warranting thing? Then my man come and G-check him and try and run up on him.
I
All
did.
over.
Swear down.
Who- What fight happened? I saw on YouTube someone try and run up on him. Some black fight run
didn't
up on
see
and
it, I
man
didn't
pushed
see
him.
it.
And the security had to get in the way. You didn't,
I didn't
see that?
see that.
Is that what you trying to run up on me?
didn't even see
You
it.
trying to run up on me?
Didn't
I'll
see that.
fucking knock you out, mate. You
He
see
lost,
that?
didn't it? Warrington, didn't it?
Yeah, he lost. Yeah.
Did Teofimo win?
He won, but it
I heard it was dodgy.
It was dodgy.
Split,
still.
split decision.
You got dropped
Yeah,
twice. I heard.
Is it?
There's a dodgy one still. That's what I'm hearing.
Mad. Crawford obviously knocked out.
Yeah, he was
Avanesyan.
See, that was a tough test for him, you know.
Yeah.
People don't know about Avanesyan, blood. Avanesyan is solid still, so just shows levels
How good
that Crawford.
is.
And you see Errol Spence
Oh,
in the
yeah.
car crash again, fam.
Yeah.
Another one.
Yeah.
Another one.
He banged, bro. I'm
What's he
telling you,
doing?
he bangs Judge.
Yeah.
Because the car was collapsed as well, bro.
Oh, bro, you haven't
Mad,
seen
bro.
No,
No,
he's
bro.
fine.
Man walked away calm.
Fine,
Man was
bro.
on the live just saying, bro, there's this kid just driving fast
Bro,
on the other
George.
side of the road. Just crashed it. Bro, his car's totaled, fam. Man just walked away like, yeah, bro. He said, my car's bulletproof. He said, my car's bulletproof. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, them man, they are praying to different demigods.
Yeah.
Imagine they're praying to different demigods.
No, they have to.
They are,
man.
they are, they
You were
are.
like Sneakball when you turned into a cat.
Even he says that. Did he talk on that the other day? That's all.
I see him was on the plus 414 talking about the cat.
All right, then that's boxing for all right.
Alright, yeah, let's hit up the
Let's get to
news.
some MMA news. Let's do it.